Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Gentlemen and ladies, this is Cups in the Gang, live from the Hot Box. It is
Yeah.
motherfucking Friday evening. You know I got my family with me, my people, the one and only L, Residente, San Jose, representing in the building, currently in transit right now. You also know I got
Yeah.
my dog, one half of Sports Reports, as ordered, 2-5 Mike Will reporting in the building. And you
Fuck
know,
Ryan Garcia.
Oh, dude.
say that one more time for me.
I said fuck Ryan Garcia.
Yes,
That is a
sir.
wild start to a pod.
No, it's actually very fitting. I'm glad he said that. And
Me
my
too.
dog,
Nice.
Dakota, Dallas, Mike, DJ, Mike P on the ones and twos in
Cause
this
I'm back
bitch,
on
man.
road.
I'm so glad that you led off with that 2-5, because what is up with Ryan Garcia? I look during the before the fight kicked off, he was on the whole, and I thought it was PR. He was on the whole Trump shit. You know what I'm saying? Doing the Trump thing and representing all these other people and saying the inflammatory remarks to get people ready for the fight. But now I really feel like bro has CTE or whatever the boxer equivalent is. If
Cocaine's
that
a
if
hell of a drug.
you know what I'm saying. So and I just I just can't.
Wait,
I don't
now so
know
you have to
what's
tell
going
us what he
on.
did because I don't know what he did. I haven't been following.
He went on a Twitter rant. And in that Twitter rant, he was basically, you know what I'm saying, doing the QAnon stuff. And then he was like, you know what I'm saying, but I love niggas. You know, so it was like, and he dropped the N bomb basically. And after he dropped the N bomb in the Twitter rant, he got expelled from the WBC.
Oh wow.
Uh huh.
Okay. Well then,
And
yeah,
then,
So
you
then
did.
they
You were
had
right, two
old
five.
they had old footage of him saying he hate niggas and he was anti-black.
Yeah.
It's like an old Twitter space they had pulled up from him just spewing this negativity about black people.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Cocaine's like you said, cocaine's a hell of a
Yeah.
drug.
It's only so long take us to pretend.
We don't need you.
I want to go ahead.
Now go ahead, Cups.
I want to know.
You know, Cups is
The
incapacitated.
coach is winning.
Do I gotta
The coach
take
is
over?
winning.
So hey guys, summer league starts tomorrow. and, and the one and only Los Angeles Lakers start off against the Sacramento Kings. It's the very first game of summer league, and all I know is Bronny better play. Y'all tuning in or what?
Of
If Cups
course.
doesn't die, then I'm going to check it out. But if Cups dies over the course of this
I had to
broadcast,
take a second. I'm sorry.
then
I'm good
I'm
now,
gonna
though.
be mourning the homie, so I won't be able to watch summer league in his honor. But no, but no, I definitely plan on watching. I'll be driving, so it'll be on my joint up here. But yeah, I'm definitely planning on checking out Bronny, seeing what he's gonna do. If he's gonna put up, between 8 and 10 points in the game,
I can see him
you have an
doing that.
opportunity.
Is
I
he
think
going
I
to
think
he
start?
can at least do that.
I think he's gonna start on the summer league team. They only drafted 2 players.
That's it. I'm about to
I
say
know.
who
I'm
else
about
is
to pull up.
there,
I'm looking at their summer league roster right now.
and I want to see
Uh,
what Reed Shepard's gonna do. Really?
so their other guards are Sean East. You know, not to be confused with Dave East.
That's all I say. My shit,
Uh,
Davies, brother.
yeah, Dalton Connect, Tommy.
Okay.
I guess it's Tommy Coos. I think that's how you say that. Kyle Mangus, Grayson Murphy, and Quincy Olivari.
Mm,
Okay,
none of those guys.
So
heavy
Connect is
hitters.
going to in the
Well, I don't
relegated.
know. Well, I don't know if Connect's going to play, or usually sometimes they just play like the first game and then they don't play after that, or they play like the first 2 games and they don't play the whole summer league. So we'll have to see what they're going to do with them.
I'd like to see Dalton connect on the court.
Yeah, I think Dalton can play too, so he gonna have a role.
I'm looking forward to
Okay,
seeing Jarrett McCain at some point, but I don't know what he was doing with Dwight Howard though.
does Bronny suit up for the LA Lakers this season?
Of course.
Um, maybe the last 2 weeks of the season when they resting for the playoffs or something.
I think he's gonna be on the active roster for sure.
I think he's gonna be in South Bay most of the year.
In the G League.
Yeah, they
Okay.
got the team. They got the team down in El Segundo.
I mean, like it's like okay, LeBron said I want to play with my son. You draft him, so if you don't play him, it's like wow. Like why
No,
you
if you
draft him?
don't play him, it's just like any other NBA player. Just like Scoot Henderson was a top pick. He's gonna start the season 2-5 over under. He starts the season on the active roster on the G League.
He's gonna start in the G League, I think.
Again?
You know Huh?
Again?
Yeah.
Shit, Malcolm Brogdon's not there anymore. Who was the other guard that was there last year?
Oh, you talking about Scoot? My bad.
Yeah, Scoot.
Yeah.
No.
Scoot gonna play.
No. Scoot will start. No, Scoot's gonna start. I
Yeah,
think.
I'm about to say.
Yeah, Brogdon's gone. I think this is just.
I'm about to pull him now.
I haven't heard this anywhere, but I'm not so convinced that Anthony Simons is probably not going to get traded.
That's true too. That's all I
You
was
know
thinking
what I
about
mean?
Simons.
Yeah. So I think it's just going to be Scoot, Shaden Sharp, and like basically young players. Well, I guess they're all young, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I stand corrected, but still, he was a lower pick in the second round. We know if he's playing in the G League, it won't be a shock.
I think
Bronny now?
this year it'd be probably a
Yeah, we're
shot.
talking about Bronny now, yes.
Oh, Bronny now. Well, no, of course it won't be a shot.
But you were
Nah,
saying
he's going to the G League.
Well, I think
But
he's
you,
gonna black.
Dallas Mike was saying that
As
as
look at the
the
Lakers roster.
Dallas Mike was saying that as LeBron, if you got your son drafted and he don't play, then it's like what? I don't think it'll be like what. I think it'll
Well, I
be like
think
oh, well.
Bron knows that Bronny needs development, though. Like LeBron isn't going to do anything that's going to screw the team over, I guess is the way to look at it. But so that's why I think like near the end of the season, late March or something like that, you see Bronny get called up. While AD is resting, getting ready for when they got their playoff, spot secured and everything. He might get a few minutes here and there.
I don't know.
I don't think LeBron would be like Giannis and would actually. I'm not gonna say waste, but occupy an active roster spot the same way Giannis let Thanasis occupy a roster spot. I don't think LeBron would do that for Bronny unless he was absolutely ready to play.
Well, I mean, there's always dudes on the roster that never play. Like, you know what I mean? They just sit there.
Like Max Christie. But I think he probably get an opportunity to play this year. And then you have Gabe Vincent. You have I think Torian Prince just left. So I mean, like
He did.
I think D'Angelo Russell may get traded. You just never know. Like he can't be the third guard there. I mean, I'm pretty sure he probably could.
Yeah, I mean, what does it hurt?
No.
Obviously, you have to see what the team is doing, but it don't hurt to play him 10 minutes.
Oh, I forgot she got that suitcase. Lord.
But there's like other players that I'm looking
got a
forward to
new
summer league as well. We
monitor.
got the rookies drafted, so I'm ready to see this class get off. They've been called the weakest class ever. So, I want to see if some of these players can live up to the hype. Denver has people like my guy Julian Strother from Gonzaga a year ago, who might be stepping in to fill KCP's spot. So, I'm looking forward to seeing players like him.
I want to see Denny Avdia do good, man. He done got sent to Portland. I feel like they sent him out there to die, but it's okay though, because my dog is a good player, man.
No, he can hoop though. I think he gonna get off personally. I hope they trade Aiden to the Bulls, but I think he gonna get off for real. I watched him. I made a lot of money from him too.
Well, no. Before I talk about the Bulls, let me ask you this one last question about the Lakers. Since you are a Cowboys fan, Mr. Logical brought it up in the chat.
Okay.
And he likened Bronny James being drafted by the Lakers he compared it to Deuce Vaughn being drafted to the Cowboys.
Mhm.
In that specific situation, do you agree that they are basically
big
the same
time.
situation?
It's kind of the same. I think it's kind of the same because I think they only drafted that kid because of the dad being the coach there or a scout there.
Yeah, it's not like they drafted him in the second round or something like that.
And they didn't even.
I mean, they drafted him in the was he like the 6th round?
I think like fifth. I think it was a 5th round pick.
Yeah, I think it was 5th round, but yeah.
He didn't even play. Like he only had like maybe like 3 games here, or maybe 4 games he appeared in.
I mean, he's smaller than Darren Sproles.
He actually could play though. He actually did a pretty good job in those games he played. I don't get it.
But see, for me, like I'd say the same thing I said in this situation. Like he gave my opportunity to make a team. Like it's like if as a parent, the most you can do in these cases, you can't force a team to sign your player, your son or your daughter, regardless of who that person is, to to have a guaranteed roster spot. Like the most you can get them is a tryout and an opportunity. And that's what that kid got. He got an opportunity to play. So he played in a professional. He was on the roster for a professional team. Had an opportunity to get on-field experience in a lot of cases, probably in like throwaway games or like special opportunities or even special team spots to get game tape. And I think it's the same thing that we're seeing with Bronny. Like Bronny is getting an opportunity. He's getting an opportunity to develop as a player. His deal is a 4-year, $7 million deal. That's not breaking the bank. That's a G League is what do you call it? The Q10 contract, the E10 contract.
Yeah.
So like he's gonna essentially be in the G League, and in the G League he's gonna be the most popular player in the G League. He'll be the most well-known player in the G League. He's gonna sell more jerseys than anybody in G League history. People will come out to see Bronny James play for a G League team. That's a win-win for that G League team. That's absolutely a win. And if he's any good, they can bring him to the Lakers. But he's going to start the season in a Lakers jersey so we can see LeBron and Bronny on the same court at the same time, and then they're going to send him to the G League where we won't see him again until the end of the season.
Now I believe that for sure. Because the first time he on TNT last year. They're going to have TNT. Oh, Bronny James.
Bron, yeah.
Man,
history-making moment.
TV. Yeah.
History-making moment.
This is great.
First time ever. They're going to show King Griffey Jr., and King Griffey Sr. They're going to show Barry Bonds Sr. and Barry Bonds Jr. And then they're going to say, "Oh, this is the first time in NBA history this has ever happened. This is a nice, cool moment." They're going to smile and then to the G League he goes for the rest of the season.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Dallas Mike, this an accomplishment he gonna have just like if they win the in season jump.
I mean, it could be. They just throw shit out there, man. Hey,
this is the
in-season award. First guy, he held that shit like.
Hold on, wait.
He was like, man, look.
What if they wait? Hey, Mike. What if they bring Bronny back for the in-season tournament, and they win the in-season tournament with Bronny on the active roster? So Bronny gets a championship in his first season.
It's great cinema. That's all. It's great entertainment.
That's all it is.
Gotta be
really
wild.
Get some people going.
So are the Lakers the in-season tournament favorites, or like is that a thing?
For sure. Repeat champs in season. That's
repeat champs, bike to bike.
I still
if they
hate
win,
that
do they get back-to-back trophies? Jerseys to say back-to-back.
Back-to-back rings.
In-season trophy. Oh my god.
They trying to go back-to-back like the cover of the Lethal Weapon.
Come on, man. I'm just trying to figure out, are they done though?
Double Dragons.
I think they're gonna have one more move. They need one more move, I think. Yeah, they need one more.
They don't have the money.
They don't have
another
anybody
team
that anybody wants.
Yeah, another team will have.
But why don't they have the money
to help them?
And why did they lie and say LeBron would take a pay cut?
He would no, he was going to take a pay cut, but once all the players that he wanted were gone, like I'm not taking a pay cut for you to bring in bums.
I heard he was never going to take a pay cut.
No, he was going to take a pay cut.
A pay cut to bring in Mo Bamba is wow.
That's why he waited. Like if he would have taken the pay cut for Klay Thompson because the money they were talking about giving Klay Thompson was all the pay cut money from LeBron.
Okay, I'm about to say, I'm like, fam, but that's the same thing about Kobe though. They kept saying, "Oh, Kobe, why you want $30 million a year? Because y'all not going to do nothing in free agency. Nobody wants to play with dysfunction."
I'm not going to take a pay cut so you can give friggin' Laurie Markkinen. Well, I guess he's pretty good, but like somebody like some kind of mid-level player.
Yeah, it's like yo, Bron, I need you to take less money. I got my eyes on DeAnthony Melton.
Come on, now. I'm gonna bring in Lonnie Walker again.
I'm gonna bring Charles Oakley out of retirement.
Come on, yo. This shit is crazy. But like this, like Dan Lebertar said,
We got to bring back Scottie Pippen Jr.
That too. It's like Dan's right. 12 years of just bullshit, man. Like
Fam, the Max Christie deal. Like, dog, they gave Max Christie, a player that not sniffed the court last year. Way too much. Like, if I'm Brown, I'm like, no, you're not doing this with my money. You're not doing this with my money. No. Give me all 50. Give me all 50.
They need Max Christie on the roster for the trade when LeBron retires.
To do what?
To trade and somebody's going to see that he has potential.
But they haven't put him on the court to get game tape.
The Lakers they're gonna maybe the Clippers next, man.
Yeah, nepotism gone wrong. There you go.
They're not.
They'll never be the Clippers because the Clippers have never won anything. Like that's the thing. Like if you've never won anything, like you're not in the same conversation with the Lakers ever.
Well, only with the Clippers have they go is up. So
that's all they've had my entire life.
Kawhi trying to understand what the Clippers are doing for about a week now. I've been literally trying to spend all week trying to figure out what the Clippers are doing.
Me too. I'm lost.
Before the Clippers
I'm really
made the
lost,
Western Conference Finals, Dakota Mike done brought the mid back down.
Wait, I just thought of something. Do you know what the most Clippers thing of all time, y'all?
What's that?
So we saw Winning Time, right? We all watched Winning Time.
Right.
I haven't.
Did you watch Clipped?
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I'm still watching Clipped. That's the best show on TV right now.
I just finished Clipped. Doug, if you look at the quality with which Winning Time was done, and then you watch Clipped, it is the most Clipperish thing of all time.
Just screams Tyrone Nesbitt.
Dog, it is the worst casting.
Richardson.
The worst combination of casting, acting. The only thing that saves it is the storyline is friggin' amazing. But like everything else is trash. It's like they made it bad on purpose. It's like a blaxploitation film.
Yo, it's like they went out and got Chris Broussard's son to play Steph Curry.
Dog, did you see that? Steph Curry and Draymond Green were the same height.
Oh, come on, guys. Who's casting this mess, yo?
So whoever casted Winning Time,
it was terrible.
They need to cast whatever movies we doing about people from now on.
Because
if that dude ain't look like Magic Johnson.
For real,
Winning Time did that thing. They did their big one on Winning Time. Like Clipped, bro, was dog. The Chris Paul guy was killing me.
I'm cool.
You know what I'm saying? I love
Chris Paul dude was
do everything in threes. I love that too.
Yeah, he has to do everything in threes. I just want to win. I just want my championship. I want my ring.
What's up?
Have you been preparing for life without DeMar DeRozan?
Oh man.
Man, I think my Bulls might have hit an all-time low. I'm serious. I thought back in the day was bad. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it felt like. It felt like when Jordan left and we hired Tim Floyd. And we had Dickie Simpkins playing.
I thought you was gonna say it sound like Jay Will and the bike.
Oh no, that was devastating too. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like to me. DeMar gonna leave. Obviously, we know now. Only that I can feel like maybe may happen. Jimmy might come back. I don't know. That's only I can hope for. Like, Jimmy Butler. He may come back.
Is there another Jimmy? Jimmy Johnson?
Jimmy Ruffin?
Jones?
Jimmy Johnson?
Jimmy Butler. He may come back. He may come back. We'll have enough cap room to pay him.
Jiminy Cricket.
Jimmy gonna come back when he's 39.
We ship Levine ass off, and then we bring in Jimmy. Because you know DeMar not coming back.
Jimmy is a heater, bro.
So get rid of DeMar and Zach LaVine and recoup with Jimothy Buckets.
Yes.
What about Vucevic?
Oh, he can get the fuck out of here too. Yeah, get him out of here. Get him out of here, kid. This kid's done.
So remember
y'all gave Omer Ashik all that money?
Yes, I do. That was Tibbs too. And then he got hurt and never was the same.
You know what I'm saying?
They cut right after that.
Bulls fans thought that Taj Gibson was the savior.
Come on, dog. Don't do this. Don't do this. They read up everybody on that team.
Hey, you know what I said the other night? Like, yo, the Bulls are so bad that y'all made the play in the last 2 years, won a game in the play-in, and I still rather be a Wizards fan.
Yeah, I agree. I feel you.
It's true.
Because we don't have any assets. Like it's like we trade our assets away for like dumb stuff. I don't get it. Like if you're gonna at least be a young team, at least have assets. Like OKC, you know what I'm saying, or the Knicks. Like at least like just get something in return. We get nothing in return. We don't get no draft picks. Guys just be walking on us like so.
Now we just need somebody on the roster to keep the family safe.
Real talk. I mean, look, they traded Caruso and Giddey straight up. Who does that?
Keep the family away.
You know, it's that Patrick Williams, keep the family away.
Keep the family away.
Keep
the family away.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Andre Drummond said, "I got to get out of here, bro."
Hey, that dude's
Keep
smart.
the family
I
away.
ran.
He already had his Nickelodeon heat, so you know he had to get up out of there.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I'm out of here, kid.
So, Dakota Mike, what moves would you like to see y'all make now that y'all have Josh Giddey on the team, Kobe White?
Just get,
you know what I'm saying?
To me, if you're gonna blow the team up, at least get assets. Don't just trade these guys for chicken shit. Like get something in return as an asset, a protected pick, or go after a star. To me, like it's guys that are available that you just have to just build around and say, okay, these two guys here are young. Like I like the kid Smith from the Pacers that came over. Like you got to get like 4 of those guys. Like this young,
I do like them. I do like
ready to work, ready to grind. Like you just got to go through each roster. Like if I had all the roster in front of me, I would just tell you each player I would want to pick up, and I would go after them because you got 3 guys that are assets. And I think DeMar might be. I think he might be a free agent, but Levine and Vucevic, they're restricted. Like they can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
To me.
Nah, like the Bulls are dead, man. They might start my relegation thing and be the first team sent down to the G League.
Oh shit, we ain't that bad now. You just said
yes, y'all are.
We made
y'all
the play.
Y'all would be first.
Like to put it in.
Hold on. Why would we made the play?
Y'all wouldn't be first. Y'all wouldn't be first.
Yeah, that was this year. I'm talking about going forward.
That the Wizards have a better season than the Bulls is what you're saying. 2-5.
Not on purpose.
Is he gonna stand on it or not, Dakota Mike? He throwing shots.
I don't think he's gonna stand on it at all. I mean,
yes, they are, coach. Yes, they are.
And he got a better team.
Yes, they are, coach.
We are bad.
Tell me something good about the Bulls.
Yeah, we are bad, dog. Seriously.
Besides the fact that they're in Chicago, what's good about the Bulls?
The United Center.
Colors are good.
The United Center.
Good theme song. Man, Kobe White is a bad man.
Okay,
he is a bad man.
That's
it. Kobe White. I like Kobe White.
What else?
Tar Heel.
I got to dip out, fellas. I'm a tune in.
All right, bro.
All right, Riz.
All right, El Residente, San Jose. Tapping out.
It don't matter about where they finish. It's about where are they going.
Exactly.
We're not talking about
what assets do we have.
We're not talking about this season that just concluded. Like, okay, they made the play. We're talking about going forward. Like, have you looked at that roster in the last 48 hours?
But I will say, Torrey Craig did come back though, so that might have been something brewing too.
Oh snap!
At first he was he was leaving.
Yeah, you need that 8 points a game, don't you?
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
We got a couple of G League guys we can bring up too that can hoop. So I mean, you just never know. You never know.
We know. Like
we may get Lofton. Kenny Lofton.
DeRozan ain't coming back.
He probably is not. But life goes on. Shit. I mean.
I'm responding to Coach Will. Like DeRozan ain't coming back.
Shit.
How does it feel having DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine and not being able to get anything out of it in the East?
It just show you that our GM should be fired.
Your team is bad just for the fact that they relying on DeMar DeRozan. That's step one of being bad right there.
You're right.
Like if DeMar DeRozan determines your fortune, you ain't that good of a team.
No.
Would you take Jimmy Butler over DeMar DeRozan?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
Yes.
I like DeMar DeRozan as a number 2 or number 3. Just not my number 1 guy. Nah. So I would definitely.
You remember
take
that
him
day
back.
we were talking about Jaylen Brown, and Adam was taking all these people over him? Like, that's the same conversation that I would have with DeMar DeRozan.
Damn.
You would take everybody. You would take Kuzma over him.
Maybe. I mean, the
You'll
dude.
take Kuzma.
You would take Kuzma over DeMar DeRozan.
I might. I mean, so now hold on.
Wow.
Hold on. Let me add the context.
Too fast standing on quicksand.
Yeah, let me add the context. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
What is the key to the NBA today?
Shooting.
Which he can't do. You know what
He got a mid-range?
He got a mid-range, but look at the Suns. They got mid-range too. You know what I mean? But he can't shoot the three.
Okay.
He's too ball dependent, but not necessarily a facilitator. So he's a black hole that the ball just dies in his hand. This ain't the 90s no more. This ain't ISO, move out the way and let my best player work you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this ain't that NBA anymore. So, like, I don't know what value he adds outside of, like, he seemed like a cool dude and he got a cool name.
But what if I told you?
His name is cool enough that I could call him Defraud the Frozen.
What if I told you he averaged the most points in the fourth quarter?
That's cool.
What if I told you he averaged he's top 5 in minutes?
I would tell you.
And he's durable.
I would tell you, how did that work out for the team?
Because LaVine wasn't there.
What did they have around him, though?
LaVine wasn't going to do nothing. Like, LaVine, you know what LaVine is? LaVine is the guard version of Rudy Gay.
He is.
You know what I'm saying? He going to get you 26 points, and you going to eat a whole lot of L's along the way.
Yeah, he don't play winning basketball ever.
Yeah.
Dudes be wide open on the break. He'll just pull up. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
That's why I'm like, I don't even know why Billy Donovan ain't leave.
Yeah, if I'm Billy, I would leave. I would. Like, when I told you that when I went to the game, they don't even seem like they inspired to play ball. Like, dudes ain't yelling. Like, they're not even into the game and shit. I'm looking like, what is this shit, yo? Why did I pay my bread for this shit? Like, y'all ain't even really hyped up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Drummond out there, he was yelling this shit, getting it live. But other than that, it's like, damn, y'all even care about this shit?
You know, just like, without trying to intentionally piss the host off, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, why Atlanta ain't moving Trae Young? Like, why?
That's a good question, yo.
Oh, Lord.
Are they going? You think they're going to pair him with Sarr, or what's the?
Well, no, they didn't get Sarr. Remember, they got Ricochet.
I mean, yeah. What's the other guy? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Ricochet. But
Ricochet.
And it's not even that I think Trae Young needs to move, because it's like, yo, get him out of here. But it's just like, where are you going?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like you're hoping, like, I'm thinking it's going to take Ricochet at least 2 years, to get comfortable. You know what I mean? And then you got what? Like, you already let DeJounte go. Capella's on the trade block.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what are you keeping Trae Young for? Like, I mean, I guess to sell tickets. Bro, I mean, I guess
honestly, honestly not fair, because Donovan Mitchell had the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to get the fuck like they allow him to, like, I forgot if it was a trade or if he swerved to free agency. But bro said that shit straight. I was like, bro, I'm not trying to be a part of no rebuild, nigga. I'm young as fuck, but I'm trying to get this shit right now.
I think they traded him.
I feel the same way about my dog Trae. Get out of here, like.
They traded him and Rudy.
If they.
Mm-hmm. But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, you know what I mean? I don't understand. I mean, it answers the question. This is why Atlanta is Atlanta. You know what I mean? These teams are. This is why these teams are perennially in the middle of the pack or at the bottom, because they have no vision, and they keep, like, you remember Bill Belichick, right? You release the player a year too early instead of a year too late.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like, this is the year. Like, you want draft picks? We got Cooper Flagg coming next year. You know what I'm saying? You got
Load up.
come in next year. You got Dylan Harper coming next year. You know what I mean? If you're going to move off a trade, the time is now. And I mean, granted, you could always move them mid-season. You know, I guess you could move them after the season, closer to the draft. But what's the point? If you're going to move them, just move them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I think these teams, they just do a disservice to the team, like, because they're not building for the future. Like you just said, you should know these guys are coming down the pipeline. Like, how do you not know when that next class is coming and who should, projected might be there? So, like, you don't even have a draft pick. Like we didn't even have a second round draft pick at all. How do you do that? Like, well, you need bodies, So
Right.
I just don't get it. Again,
Yeah, Sadiq Bey is a free agent.
Yeah, we can sign him and Malik Beasley. One of those two. I'll be
Oh,
happy.
did he actually sign with somebody?
He might.
I know he was injured too. I know he was injured, but I feel like he signed with somebody. Maybe maybe
yeah, like Gary Trent, who former Dookie, But I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot
I don't
of
know
guys.
if y'all can last this season, this off season, bro. I mean, unless y'all.
I do hope that DeMar DeRozan didn't Schroeder himself.
Nap Nation.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, I mean, shit, he can come ball in Boston, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit.
Bro. Y'all don't need no
$940 million lineup.
Yeah, for real though, that'd be insane. What, he gonna be the 8th guy on the bench?
You got a little change to spend.
Come in behind Derek White. I like a Coral too. He can play. He can hoop. See, all these guys are guys I would bring on. Like, yo, come on, sign for this $8 million. Shit.
I was shocked that Franz Wagner got that contract.
Me too. Caleb Williams afraid of too. See, another player I would go after.
There's nothing wrong with DeMar DeRozan. Like, he's just not a guy that's gonna put you over the top.
No, and then my thing is, I heard they're gonna let Lonzo go. So like, you give Lonzo that insurance money, and you make sure his knees and shit is good. Now you're gonna let him go? Give him opportunity to play at least.
It don't look like it lethal. It looks like DeMar DeRozan has let the Bulls know that he's not coming back. So it sounds like Sacramento, the Clippers, and the Lakers are trying to find the signing trade, but people trying to get Brandon Ingram too. So if you're looking at age, right? So like I would take DeMar DeRozan over Brandon Ingram, but when you look at their age, would I?
That's real.
What I mean?
I think President True can hoop too. All these guys are free agents can hoop.
Yeah,
but
there's nobody out there. But there's nobody out there
that's gonna move a needle.
Depending on who you are, like maybe you can make a case for DeRozan. But most of these other dudes, you can't say, "Let me get the missing piece."
Miles Bridges can hoop. That's all I can say. He can fill it up.
Yo, if the Clippers sign Miles Bridges, like they don't care about women at all, huh? You know what I'm saying? Miles Bridges, Kevin Porter. They had Josh Primo a couple of months ago.
Yeah, they don't care. I thought he was clear of those charges though.
I know, but I mean, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there.
I wouldn't either. I thought he was
clear. So wait, hold on, 2-5. No, wait, I'm sorry. We can't let this slide. We have to
go back with the lawsuit.
Answer that question.
What's
Did
that?
you answer that question about taking Kuzma over DeRozan?
Nope.
I probably wouldn't. I probably would take DeRozan.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Cool.
I would probably take DeRozan.
I'm about to get him. That was blasphemous.
You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm not taking him over. I'm not taking DeRozan over Jimmy Butler. I don't know.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm definitely sure about that one.
Over
definitely
Jimmy?
Sure about I wouldn't take DeRozan over Jimmy. You couldn't pay me to take DeRozan over Jimmy.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, it depends on what type of team you got around him. And we get Miles Bridges and Achua and another guard. I'll take Jimmy with that squad for sure. Caleb Williams and you know what I'm saying.
So you say with Miles Bridges, a center, and you said Miles Bridges, Precious, and Jimmy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that'll get you back to the play-in.
That's it.
With Kobe White and Josh Giddey.
Sure.
Yeah.
See, Josh Giddey. He can hoop. You seen Josh Giddey hoop? Come on now. You seen it? That man almost averaged a triple. He can average triple double on the court. He can hoop. He doesn't have a defined role yet. That's all. He just don't do one.
No, I'm not saying that he's a bad basketball player, but you know what I mean. I don't think that he's like future All-Star or something either.
He did help him get to the best record in the league before they decided to bench his ass. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's a little girl shit or what. I don't know.
No, he can't shoot.
He can pass though.
He was on that Harrison. He was on that Harrison Barnes shit.
How we want to trade for Harrison Barnes and what was the junk Kevin Huerter?
Yeah, that might be the trade for DeRozan.
I don't want that shit. Give us a little bit Malik
You
Monk.
like Kevin Huerter?
I like Herder, but I would like Malik Monk better. He can fill it up.
You ain't getting him.
Yeah, see, I don't want Harrison Barnes robot ass. And he a UNC player. Oh, I hate them niggas, man. I'm cool. I gotta have
like if DeRozan went to the Clippers, it would literally just be he want to be home.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm just shocked Eric Gordon is like that sneaky. That was a sneaky move of Philly too.
I think he could go to the Kings with, because I was just about to ask, what do y'all think the ceiling in Sacramento is, even without DeRozan? Because I mean, they already got.
They don't have a ceiling.
They don't. Did you hear about what's called? He's not gonna resign. Fox.
They said that he's gonna watch and see what the Kings do before he makes a decision.
Bro,
but there's word on the street that he's also very good friends with the one and only Bam Adebayo, and that he could find himself in Miami.
And they already said it's Bam's team.
I saw the headline. Did we have the wrong Bam friend or whatever? Because that was the thing about things. I don't know.
I think he would dominate in these personally.
I mean,
why would you?
Boston.
What is wrong with you? Are you about to do the whole? No, I'm talking to this one. Are you trying to do the whole? Who's gonna want to come to the East because big bad Boston's over here?
Yeah, bro. Who don't want to go? Do you want to come to the East? Shit. Or do you want to stay in the West?
Out of all the teams in the East, you think Miami is the one that would ever be scared of Boston?
Fuck yeah. Especially when it goes, bro. The only time they fucking beat us convincingly was when they had Gabe Vincent and fucking Caleb Martin.
That was not the only time they beat y'all. You forget the bubble year?
Bro, fuck the bubble year. We was the
ain't no fucking it happened. It happened.
Bubble year.
It happened.
A lot of weird shit happened in the bubble, shouty. And we still took them pussy niggas. What was it, 7?
This is not so much a bubble.
Like, what are we talking about, bro?
It happened.
No, that was the Kimba year. That was Kimba. What are we talking about, bro?
Jason Tatum wasn't on that team.
Who?
Jason Tatum wasn't on that team. Jaylen Brown wasn't on that team.
That was 5 years ago, Jason Tatum.
It don't matter.
That nigga ain't even have a mustache then.
What was that? That was
if he was good enough to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, he was.
That nigga had a naked face then.
How about that? If you're good enough to make the Eastern Conference Finals, you're good enough to win 4 more games.
He was fresh off of Duke campus, man. Shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We talking about Eastern Conference Finals.
Y'all wasn't saying all that first year when they played the Cavs in the Eastern
Miami
Conference
ain't got no rings. So them times that we beat them. Okay, they beat us. We beat them.
Oh yeah, now you see this? My man go get the most stacked team in the league, and now all of a sudden it's they ain't got no ring though.
You know it was coming, dog. Once they get it,
with just 3 weeks ago, it was. Oh, they were young. Oh, they. You know what I'm saying? And now you're gonna act like they ain't got the most stacked team in the league.
And now we not.
And now it's solidified.
Knowing that if the Lakers would have went out here and got Porzingis and Drew Holiday, he'd be bitching a fit right now.
Oh man, they did get them niggas. They had opportunity
to fit right now. There wouldn't even be no cups in the game. He would have pulled the cord.
What if the Lakers had got Porzingis and fucking Drew Holiday? Damn.
You know what I'm saying? The Lakers ain't getting shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lakers don't got nothing nobody want.
So
like just to make a trade work, it's probably got to be a 3-team trade.
Yeah, to me, is this a Rob Pelinka? Are we going to start talking about Rob Pelinka, or are we just going to keep ignoring the fact that he's done a shitty job?
No, we've been talking about Rob Pelinka. He ain't nepotism because he wasn't related to Kobe, but you know what I'm saying. But he got the job because of his relationship with Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And what I've always wondered is, with him being an agent, is that why a lot of these teams don't want to play ball with the Lakers?
That makes perfect sense. I feel like,
you know what I mean, because he was like the Rosenhaus of basketball.
Yeah, you're right. They're gonna stick it to his ass, and they're like, "Nah, we ain't doing no business with you. Cutting this water off. Fuck that. You had to go get some niggas in the free agency. We not about to trade you nobody."
Right.
And to me, it's like, how many times are we gonna I brought up the other day. Look how many coaches that said, "Nah, I'm good."
Mm-hmm.
They offered them all this money. Nah, I'm good. I don't even want that shit.
So without trying to, get the army all riled up or whatever, You know what I mean? If I'm a coach with credentials and actual pedigree in this league, why I want to go deal with that clown show? Why would I want to deal with this? Like, why would I want to be you're the reason we lost guy? You know what I'm saying? When my best player with a 15-point lead is jumping up and down, telling me to challenge a call while the other team scoring on an inbound play.
Yeah.
And you ain't even going to call him, like the media, whoever, ain't even going to call him out. Like, he's over there throwing a tantrum while the Nuggets are getting a layup. They just going to come back and say, why didn't you challenge it?
Exactly.
Now, because I was up 15 with 4 minutes left, play some fucking defense.
Period. It's just simple. 82, crybaby ass niggas. Oh, I don't know what we were running out there. Like, nigga, you're a professional basketball player.
Yeah.
Basketball is very simple. Just run something, nigga.
I wouldn't want to
go demand the ball.
It's it's just like we talk about other sports, right? You know, like people were like, we can't bring Colin Kaepernick in here. It's too big of a distraction. We can't bring Tim Tebow in here because you don't want your backup quarterback to get that type of attention. And that's why I don't want to coach the Lakers.
Yeah. Real talk, though.
Like, I don't want the circus. Like, if you're going to come out here, be the best basketball player in the league, top 3, top 2 player of all time, if you're going to come out here and be that, let's do that. If you're doing all that other shit, leave me out of it.
Please. That shit clown shit. Like you just said, clown shit.
Yeah, and you know what I mean? I know the Army gonna get mad now, but it is what it is.
Well, tell them niggas to take a fucking nap.
You know what I'm saying? But
we bringing truth here. If you can't handle the truth, man, don't listen to this shit. Straight up.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And so like I wonder if Pelinka just has a certain reputation around the league, and
that's a good insight though. That's the first time I've heard that. That's good insight.
Yeah, I wonder if teams just don't want to deal with it.
Are going to make any significant moves.
I think they'll get players, but I don't know if it'll be like they ain't gonna get Trae Young or they ain't gonna get, DeMar DeRozan or like players like
I think if Randall leave the Knicks, he'll head back to LA.
I don't know because I don't know because I'm not in the NBA, but you know what I mean. Like being the way that he was pushed out of LA, you know what I mean? Is that something you want to do? Because I heard the Lakers were trying to get Kuzma.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that was cool. I don't know why.
If I was on any of that young squad like Ingram, Kuz, Randall, don't even hit my phone, bro.
Don't either. I'm good. I'm cool. Y'all niggas is busters.
Don't even hit my line.
I'm violating everybody on that shit. All y'all niggas ain't shit. Straight up. I don't fuck with none of y'all. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to my family.
That's what I'm saying.
My agent, none of that shit.
So here's a question for y'all. So obviously the Warriors, they added the Splash stepbrother. You know what I mean? And if they find a way to trade for Lauri Markkanen, are the Warriors a contender again?
No.
Why not?
I think style of play. Now teams are going to just double team Steph now. Nigga, you're not getting none of that shit he was doing before.
Well, you can't double team Steph if you got Markkanen and Hield, you can't.
I don't think Buddy can shoot that well. I think a lot of those stats are inflated. You seen who he really was in Philly. That's what I personally feel.
I mean, him and Steph, the last 5 years, one of those two led the league in 3-pointers?
That's what I'm saying. But that's in Indiana. You see on a bad team. You see when he got to play structured basketball, he ain't that good.
Or
he gonna be Steph Clay 2.0.
Or
I don't see that.
Or
he can't even run screens like that.
Or
he got the stamina to do that.
Or is Nick Nurse not the coach that people say he is?
That could be it too.
Because you know what I mean? They did win the title, so you got to give them the credit. But don't forget, KD got hurt that series. Clay got hurt that series. You know what I mean?
Van Fleet was cooking.
That was the 1 year Kawhi was healthy.
Yeah, he had both the knees.
You know what I mean? So I mean,
the bionic.
Maybe there was a little luck involved in that championship.
I think so. I think most of these guys are just lucky, personally.
Don't forget the shot Kawhi hit against Philly.
Yeah.
That Mr. Logical will tell you every time I bring it up that he traveled.
Did he? I gotta look back at that one. He might. I gotta look back at that one because he was taking a bunch of steps. I do remember that.
You know what I'm saying? But
kind of lost the ball and came back with it. Like, I might have to rewatch that and see.
Yeah, Toronto
So-
fell apart very quickly.
Yeah,
But
right after that,
to your point, though,
he got
feel
fired
like-
too.
if Markkanen was to land in Golden State with the culture and stuff that they have, I don't know, bro.
They would just shoot the lights out.
I don't know, man.
And bro can pat the rock too. Like
Now, but the key is, what's Golden State giving up? What would they give up to get him?
Exactly, and defensively, what they gonna do? They can't
'Cause I
play
don't-
no defense.
Yeah, they
bro.
wouldn't play any defense. I don't think I would
Like-
want to give up Kuzma. I mean, not Kuzma, Kuminga. I wouldn't want to give up
Yeah,
Kuminga.
see, or Moses Moody. Again, I would go after Moses Moody. That's one of the players I would go after for sure.
Yeah,
From the Bulls, like those guys are the up and coming guards who does not get no burn, who really can play with longer minutes. You gonna see the production. But yeah, I mean, like you said, who are they gonna give up?
yeah, that's the key.
You still got Draymond who can't play no defense, who just loud as a bitch.
And still can't
I
score.
thought that nigga retired, man. Fuck.
Yeah, I was hoping that they were going to trade him. You already got
too.
rid of Clay.
Yeah, I mean, like how do you let Clay go and then keep Draymond?
Bro,
Draymond
shit,
must
that
know
nigga
he must got some information on somebody. I'm telling you, bro. He be
I'll
mad
send
comfortable
Draymond,
talking too.
Draymond ass right back to Michigan.
Straight up though, right to Detroit to pass.
Go play with the Pistons and give me like Asar Thompson and something else.
For real though, 'cause he gonna definitely be in there fouling the shit out of niggas. Him and Isaiah Stewart.
Hell yeah, nah, for real.
Isaiah Stewart's on the trade block.
Is he? I would pick
Yeah.
up Isaiah Stewart.
He's on the
I
trade
fuck with
block.
him. He can come to the Bulls
So you will put Isaiah Stewart on your team.
for sure. You need one of those guys that is just like getting physical and shit.
You
Like,
starting him over Smith? You got to think these things through. You know what I'm saying? You got to think these things through.
I probably would. This is
Okay.
set the tone. Culture change.
Okay. Yeah, because Smith could probably play center too.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I was wondering about that because like the way that I see it right now, and obviously we still got a long way to go. I'm putting Oklahoma City in the driver's seat right now.
Okay.
I agree.
Huh?
Oh, you
In
agree?
the West,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm putting Oklahoma City in the driver's seat.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I like Minnesota. I like both of these guys. They got in the draft, Dillingham and Terrence Shannon. They
They got a
provided-
steal in Dillingham too, bro.
Yes,
That's
they
your boy.
did. Yes, they
Steal.
did.
Might be the steal
And
of
he
the
gets
draft.
to learn under Mike Conley.
Yeah, come on, man.
You know
Perfect,
what I mean?
perfect mental.
So like I like Minnesota. I think Dallas has the potential to fall, but there's nobody to step in there though. Like, you know what I mean? Because
Not really.
Denver lost KCP. Like I brought up Julian Strother. I think he's going to end up being the starter. They still got
okay.
Watson. They still got Peyton Watson. They still got Christian Brown, but they still need something. Apparently,
Yeah.
apparently
Russell
Jokic wants
Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook. Yeah,
Do you
I don't
believe
see
that?
at all. No, I don't see
I don't
that
believe
at
that
all.
shit.
I mean-
Jokic want to play with Russell Westbrook. Really?
I don't know if Jokic could be Jokic with Westbrook on the
He's
floor.
not. That's my point. I hope he do go. Please go to the.
Because Westbrook's going to want the ball.
He is. Yes, he is.
He not trying to hear, "Hey, yo, let this
he's gonna
7
make
foot dude."
Jokic ass clear out, nigga. He said,
Yeah,
clear out.
I'm telling you, he's gonna be like, no. Come on, man, get in the post.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Clippers ain't shit. We gotta see. We gotta see what if New Orleans ends up trading Brandon Ingram. We have to see what they get back.
They
you
probably
know.
will. I can't see them carrying all those guys.
I would like to see them get rid of McCollum too.
Yeah, me too.
You know,
I think it's time.
Yeah, it's time.
So
Elevate
Monte Morris,
Alvarado.
Zion Williamson is the future of NOLA.
Yeah,
Who?
Wante Murray and Zion Williamson
Oh,
without
big time,
Brandon.
yeah.
Get rid of Ingram and McCollum. I'm elevating Alvarado. I'm elevating.
If it were me, I might be putting Zion on the block after this season. Like, I got to trade you, Watt, and still get something for you
Damn.
because I can't depend
Trade
on
This
you.
year,
Zion.
gonna be the value. This year we got to get you to play all the games.
Yeah, like this year, you got to play. You got to ball out. You got to be something close to, I mean, obviously be realistic, but you got to be semi-close to the MVP conversation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You got Trey Murphy over here.
Trey Murphy. That's what I was thinking about. Trey Murphy. That's it.
You got Herb Jones over here.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't no reason for this team, in my eyes, there's no reason for this team to be hovering around the play-in.
At all.
They like with the Clippers falling, LeBron getting another year older, and if the Lakers don't improve much else, the Clippers falling down, Phoenix is still Phoenix. Like, there ain't no reason for y'all to not be a top 4 or 5 seed.
The one team y'all haven't mentioned that I think is going to be a good contender is the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah. See,
Grant coming back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm telling you, all those hurt players.
Last time he played.
Yep. I'm telling you, they're gonna be one of the teams that people ain't talking about right now.
I think they need another shooter though. But you know what, Mike? To your point, though, to your point, you know who I would like to see Memphis get? I would like to see Memphis get a Okoro.
I can see that.
You know what I mean? And maybe even Gary Trent.
Yeah, definitely. I'd bring both of them on.
They need more shooters.
They need the shooters.
You know,
yeah.
They got Desmond Bain. Kennard's a free agent. You know, and I don't know if they're bringing him back because I feel like he would have been signed already if they were.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They got Marcus Smart.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I don't even know. They were like, yo, I'm gonna trade Dylan Brooks and bring in Dylan Brooks, but like 3 inches shorter.
Yeah, I don't understand. I would have kept Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, and then
I feel like you was building a culture there. I'm like, again, I don't get it. I don't understand that.
You got a 7'4" dude, you know what I'm saying, clogging up space, and then you got Jaren Jackson to protect him on defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got Brandon Clark hopefully coming back this year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like,
beast too.
Memphis ready to rock and roll. Once they just need shooters.
That's it. That's all they need. Ja gonna be the one. I'm telling you. I think he'll be MVP this year.
That'd be something to see.
He can shoot.
Ja has his moments.
He got a little set shot, you know.
Ja has moments where he gets hot. You know what I mean? But yeah, like so that's my handicap on the West right now. You know, like as far as the East goes, you know, obviously it starts and ends with the Celtics. Like I said the other day, there's a war going on outside no man is safe from, and the Bucks ain't doing shit about it. They ain't trying to join the war. They trying to trade Lopez, but they ain't bringing nothing in either. Like, I mean, they got Taurean Prince.
Yeah, so I was a Taurean Prince, you know.
But this is the problem, though. Like,
I think
okay,
the world and go to Milwaukee.
So I gotta deal with. They don't got the money. I gotta deal with the Celtics, right? Then you know you got the Knicks playing Supernova, and they brought in Mikal Bridges. You know, you could laugh at Philly, but they did something. They went and got Paul George. They went and got Eric Gordon. You know, Andre Drummond. You know, what's my man? They brought Oubre back. You know what I mean? So like
Oubre,
Philly's going for it. You know what I mean?
They are. They're trying to.
And like so for me, I feel like Philly already passed Milwaukee.
You going too far?
No, I think they have. I mean, Milwaukee has the best player in the league.
That's why I say you went too far, because I feel like anytime Giannis is healthy, he can put you in that category. It depends if they keep Middleton too, though. Like if they keep Middleton,
that's what I was going to say. They got Glenn, and then they got Middleton, who since they won the championship, you know, he hasn't really played a full season.
No.
You know, you got Dame. You know, Dame missed the playoff game too.
Yeah. Man, Dame looked bad, man. I don't know if y'all see what I see when I watch Dame play. I just be like, I think his game has regressed.
And guess what? He's about to be 34 this year.
Yeah. I would move off him. That's what I personally would do.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like when I think about it, right? Paul George helps Maxey not have the ball in his hand so much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Trying to initiate offense because he's not really a point guard for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you look at Philly, you look at that series against the Knicks. They took the Knicks 6 with Embiid barely walking.
Mm-hmm.
And he couldn't even see out his eye. You know, he put up 50 in a game, and they still lost one of those games by like 3 points. They lost the one game where they fouled Maxey on the inbound and they didn't call it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like if you're literally inches away from Game 7, with Tobias Harris in your starting lineup.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So if I replace Tobias Harris with Paul George, and I'm not asking Paul George to come out here and get me 24 points. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling Paul George, get me 18 points, give me 8 assists, and defend their best player, whoever that is. Like, defend our opponent's best player. Maxey, green light.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good plan. I just don't know if he's going to be willing to do what he. You know, I think Paul. You think Paul George will take a reduced role at this point in his career?
He has to. I mean, he's about to be 35. You know what I mean? And we've seen you as the lead player. You know what I mean? Those days are over. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Joel Embiid just won an MVP a season ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maxey just won most improved player. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you taking a back seat, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're going to allow you to do what you do well. You know what I mean? But I think that's what Paul George needs is, I think with the Clippers, with Kawhi being hurt so much, Kawhi was supposed to be the guy getting the 25 points. But Paul George had to do it. But also, before James Harden got there, Paul George was also basically their de facto point guard. So it's like, you're the point guard, and I need you to average 25.
True.
What Paul George
and give me 5
always,
assists.
what Paul George has always needed to be successful was a Tobias Harris role.
Well, I think that Paul George is very Kevin Durant-like, from the standpoint that I'm not going where you think I'm going either, Mike. But
no.
Because I know we had our conversation about that the other day. But I think when I say that, what I mean is Paul George is the type of dude, his game can fit on any team. You know what I'm saying? You could put him anywhere and not like. So what I was saying about DeMar DeRozan, right? If I put DeMar DeRozan on the Lakers, I don't know if that works because he needs the ball in his hand. LeBron wants the ball in his hand. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I could put Paul George anywhere and I could be like, yo, I just need you to hit 3-4 threes a game. I need you to run point. I need you to be my defender. And he could do all that stuff. Depending on what we need on that night.
And I think that's exactly what Philly needs, as opposed to, I mean, James Harden was good with them, but it was like he was, you know what I'm saying? Him and Maxey kind of was doing it like the same. Like he had to lead the league in dimes, and then you know what I'm saying?
The playoffs.
After that, with Embiid and Maxey, I think with Paul George, the addition of Paul George, I wouldn't go as far as Rez is going now, saying that, you know what I'm saying, the immediate contenders to Boston.
See? I was like, yo, he wilding.
Yeah,
me personally,
I wouldn't say all that.
No, I wouldn't either. I just think, again, chemistry. I don't think Philly has a lot of good shooters. So like those things, I feel like play in my mind when it comes to like playoff basketball. Like, I don't trust Paul George in the postseason. We've seen what he has been in the postseason. Embiid is going to do his thing if he can stay healthy. But again, who are going to be the shooters? Who are going to be the guys when they double Embiid? When they
Eric Gordon and Paul George.
I like Eric. Like I said, I like Eric Gordon. I feel like he was a sneaky signing.
You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like I said, even without, like, you know, they didn't have Eric Gordon, they didn't have Paul George, they still took the Knicks to 6. You know what I mean? And so like if I'm a Philly fan or somebody within that organization, I'm gonna say, why not us? You know what I mean? Like, you know, because I mean, like back to Milwaukee, right? Dame is a good shooter. They got Connaughton, but they don't play him a lot.
Yeah, that's dumb.
You know, Patrick Beverly's probably gone, you know, after he threw the ball at the fan and all that stuff. You know,
that nigga crazy.
You know, you got Giannis. You're trying to trade Brook Lopez. You're trying to trade Brook Lopez. Bobby Portis.
Are they serious? Are they serious trying to trade for real?
Yeah. And I mean, and he's about to be 36 years old. You know what I mean? And then you got Bobby Portis, who's probably up in the air, you know, as far as like, are you bringing him back or not? You know, you got, I like Andre Jackson, their guard they drafted from UConn, you know, last year, but they didn't play him a lot.
Nope.
You know, not play these young guys. Yeah. So it's like when I'm looking around the East, like, what is Milwaukee doing? I'm not saying they got to go out here and try to get a star or, whatever, like add another star, but why ain't they getting Gary Trent?
Mm-hmm. True.
You know what I'm saying? Why ain't they getting a Okoro?
Agreed.
You know what I mean? Just something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To combat what these other teams are doing. Like when I look at Orlando at least went out and got KCP.
Mm-hmm.
Like they still need something else too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we're not expecting Orlando to
trading for Ice Trade.
But we're not expecting Orlando to win the East though.
Yeah.
See, I don't like that.
Tough.
I don't like it.
Another little guard. I don't know, man.
But
I
think
if Paolo is who y'all say he is, bro, come on, bro.
I think that's the problem though, is that Paolo is a ball in the hand kind of guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and with his size, that's what makes Orlando what they are.
He didn't get to the free throw line.
I think if you add Trey, I think you take away from that.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Bro.
Like if you like I would rather, if I was Orlando and I had to choose between those guys, I would have probably rather DeJounte Murray.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like over Trey Young in that situation. Like even though I think Trey Young is better, you know what I'm saying? Like I just think that fit matters.
And the fact of mentality, like Trey gonna put that shit up, man. Like that's the thing. Either he making it or he missing it, he gonna put it up.
Yeah, I don't need Trey Young taking 29 shots when I'm trying to develop Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, that don't make sense. So it depends on what's out. If he comes out and be as efficient as he was when he was healthy this past coming season, by having a lot of assists, I think he can play. But it depends on what type of Trey Young you gonna get.
Yeah,
that's what you're basically saying.
Yeah, and like what's Cleveland doing? They haven't signed Mobley to his extension yet. They signed Donovan Mitchell, which congrats to them. I didn't see
that shit coming.
Yeah, what's going to happen with Darius Garland now?
See, another one. I feel like the Bulls can go ahead and try to sneakily try to pick up.
They said Jared Allen was on the trade block, but then Kenny Atkinson had Jared Allen in Brooklyn back in the day, and sounds like he wants to keep him around.
Smart.
You know what I mean? So
Jared can play, bro.
But I just don't think him and Mobley are a good fit together.
No, they're the same guy, I feel like.
Yeah, so that's the problem, is that Cleveland's going to run into the Atlanta problem, except for in their front court instead of the back court.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like Trey Young, like honestly, the move for Trey Young was right here in the Alamo. You know what I'm saying? Trey Young should have been next to Wemby.
Yeah. I don't know why they made that.
That was the
happen.
move.
Yeah.
That was the move to make. You know what I mean?
So you would like Trey Young over Chris Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I got Chris Paul for what, 1 year, maybe two, if I'm lucky.
If
and even then, can he even start?
You don't think he's going to start?
I didn't say that. I said, can he start? Meaning, like, can he be effective? Like, if I put
the
him
whole
in my
season
lineup, if I put him in my starting lineup, do I benefit from this? Because when you look at the Spurs, they're very young. Wemby's 19, Vassell's like 23, 24 maybe.
Mm-hmm. Johnson.
Sohan, is only like 21. So what Chris Paul is supposed to do with them?
Coach him up.
Like, I need a guard with that team. I need a guard that can push the ball. Like because we're young, we need to maximize our possessions. So I need as many possessions as I can get. I don't need a dude that's gonna hold the ball for 17 seconds of the shot.
Yeah, exactly. And my thing is, y'all remember that Hair On episode when they was like, get the ball to Tucker? Get the ball to Wemby.
Yeah.
And every opportunity, get this motherfucker the ball.
Now, don't get me wrong. Having Chris Paul on the team will benefit because they'll learn a lot about basketball. They'll learn a lot about professionalism and those things that you want the intangibles. That you want the young players to pick up on. But as far as on the court, you know what I mean? I mean, what did he do in Golden State?
You look bad, bro. Bad. And that's another Mike Dunleavy move. He's actually single-handedly ruined Golden State.
I don't know. I'm going to give him a pass because I feel like he took over a mess. You know what I mean? Like Golden State should have traded Clay a year or two ago.
Yeah.
They should have traded Draymond 3 years
ago.
3
years ago, exactly.
Right after they won that title against Boston.
Yep.
They did beat Boston in the finals. They did beat Boston in the finals. When they won that series, I'd have been like,
shipped them.
I would have treated him like people treat me. Thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you for your service.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you for your service. You know what I'm saying?
Instead,
tell
they
me
turned
where
and
you
gave him
want to
$100
go,
million.
and I will try to help you get there.
Yeah, he wanted to cry.
You know what I mean?
Said, man, get your ass out of here.
So
you trade James Wiseman for what? I'm like, why?
Yeah, Golden State's up against that apron right now, so that's why
they didn't even want to let bro develop.
But that's why Golden State's doing some of the stuff that they're doing because they're trying to avoid that apron.
Yeah.
Because I saw I saw the thing. Did y'all see that the penalty for the apron?
I didn't see it.
So basically, what I got out of it was, by the end of next year, if you're still in that apron, the second apron or whatever, then you can't trade your draft pick.
Oh shit!
Until 2032.
2032.
Yeah, 7 years, a 7-year window.
What?
But matter of fact, I'll send it to y'all in the chat right now. But if you, let's say hypothetically, you're a team like Phoenix. You know, you got Kevin Durant, Booker, Beal. You feel like you're trying to go win the title, right? And so you got this big ass salary cap. Or Boston even. You got this big ass salary cap. You know what I mean? So if you finish in the second apron 2 years out of the 7-year window, your draft pick goes to the back of the draft, the back of the first round. So let's say, using Phoenix as that example, right? I got these guys. I think we're a championship contender. We're trying to go for it, right? After 2 more years, this shit don't work. So now I got to tank, right? I got to trade Booker. Durant might retire, you know, but I've been over the apron. So even if I tank, my first round draft pick is at the end of the round.
So it's like a glorified second round pick.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I just sent it to y'all in the chat now. But you know what I mean? But basically, like, you go to the end of the first round. So you were trying to win a championship. You were trying to do the right thing, but your salary was up here. You know what I mean? So you're going to try to tank because you're like, hey, got to get rid of these guys, get some young guys in here, rebuild. But no, your pick is at the end of the first round. You ain't getting the number 1 draft pick. You ain't getting the lottery pick. You going to the back.
I actually like it though.
I do like it because it kind of takes the incentive away from tanking.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely.
So, but it's still kind of like the opposite of what I was saying with the draft points in the NFL though.
Yeah.
It's the opposite, but it still affects your draft ability though. If you feel like you want to tank, like it's still it's incentive not to tank though.
Right. No, right. No, I was a big fan of the draft points thing. I just don't know. My problem with the draft point thing was just that, yo, Lethal,
what up though?
You know what I'm saying? Chilling, man. No, I just don't know how you police it is the only thing that I can't wrap my mind around because like hypothetically, since Lethal's here now, you know what I'm saying? Let's say the Colts start out, 3-8.
Oh shit!
No.
3-8.
I'm just saying, like, no injuries or anything, just 3-8, right? So what if I, as a coach, if I say, you know what, let me sit AR down, right? Can you say that I'm tanking? We're already 3-8.
I mean, it depends on how I look, though.
You know what I mean?
If you can look with the eye and can say, oh yeah, like they are that bad, versus a team that has talent, like has niggas on there where you could be like, all right.
NFL, sometimes you just lose.
You lose, but you don't. You can lose a tough game and a close game off of off of one play. Like y'all niggas been playing hard all game. You know what I'm saying? Inches. You know what I'm saying? It could be like a tough game, and then you have niggas who really just is straight up ass. Like,
you remember when Cups first fell in love with Cam Newton? And but it was like what? It was like nobody won the South in back-to-back years or something like that for like 6 or 7
Yeah.
seasons. We're kind of going through that in the NFC East right now. You know,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
like no team is winning the division back to back normally. So like the
Except-
Giants,
except this year.
so
Right.
so the Giants, right? So let's say the Giants, you know, Daniel Jones is back, you know, whatever. They traded Saquon, or they lost Saquon Barkley.
Mhm.
So let's say the Giants start out 4-11.
Mhm.
And they go, hey, you know what? Like, let's give DeVito a shot, or whoever else they got on their roster or whatever. Like, let's just let them close out the regular season. Are they really tanking?
I don't think so. To me,
still
it
feel
goes
like
back
it-
to what
Go
back to
ahead,
what Jimmy
Dallas.
Johnson did. Jimmy Johnson did the same thing. It's like, bro, we're not a good football team, so we're not gonna sit up here and try to win games knowing we're not good. Because again, if you do that, you're gonna be in that 8-8 Jason Garrett role where we can never get a high draft pick, so we would always pick 15th, 20th. So man, it gets to a point where you identify, like you said, if you're 4-11, it's a difference. Now, if you
Well,
already coming into the jump, you wilding, you ain't putting your
Yeah,
best
if
players
I'm
on the
3-3 and then I
Yeah.
go, I'm sitting Anthony
That's
Richardson
tanking.
down.
Yeah, that's tanking.
Yeah,
Come
you're
on.
doing something.
That's what
But
I'm saying. But that's the points only kick in once you mathematically eliminate.
Eliminated
so if
from
we
the
talk about the potential,
right, but if I'm mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, why am I playing Daniel Jones when I might try to trade him? So now he gonna go out here and tear his ACL, and I can't trade him.
Done.
But then at the same time, it's like, all right, everybody still don't really be mathematically eliminated though. You know what I'm saying? Like it be even if
and that's another thing that's adding to it though, because again, some teams get mathematically eliminated week 9. Some
Right.
niggas don't get mathematically eliminated until week 15, 17.
Right.
and then some teams that you would have thought that got eliminated
El
jumps-
Residente
gets a chance to jump right back into it.
Just
because-
like Buffalo, they was 5-5.
Right.
But you don't sit Josh Allen. though.
5-6.
You
And then
you
they
don't
won
look
out.
at that.
Josh Allen not gonna
5
get
and 6,
set.
you're
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah, right. But I'm saying, like, you're not going to, even if the team was, even if it looked bad, you're still not going to sit that, still not going to sit them. Like, the Bills could go 3-8 this year. Like, start off 3-8. You really think they're going to bench Josh Allen? No.
And Josh Allen not gonna bench himself. But the thing about it is, Josh Allen would have incentive to continue to be competitive and win these games because he was like, well, shit, if I can lead my squad to it, because again, I said that when we first had these conversations, the teams with the best quarterbacks, the only teams that's picking high, they're picking high because they need a quarterback. Well, it's like,
But it also defeats the whole purpose of the draft. Like, if I'm
But
going to
then
give Buffalo or somebody like that the first round pick, a team that doesn't need it, you know what I mean? Versus,
well, obviously they don't need it if they have a bad year. Say that
because it's just a bad year. Like, they're talented. Like, if the 49ers, if the 49ers do what you and Adam said and lose to every good team they play this year, and the 49ers go, I don't know, let's call it 6-11. You know, do the 49ers really need a top 5 pick?
No.
Bro, why not? If they got eliminated, if they got mathematically eliminated, say they start the season 1-8, and then once they get
NFL,
mathematically eliminated, they win 5 games, and they earn the draft points to get a top 6
How many
pick.
years have you seen a team say go like 3-5 in one score of games, right? First thing that we say, oh, next year that's going to reverse. Because that's the NFL.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like,
And we've
somebody
seen it,
has
too.
to lose. Like,
But see,
yeah.
that's why I always say when you go to the draft, I always been like, bro, I'm still a big fan of just switching it around and being whoever wins the Super Bowl gets the first round draft pick. It gives you more incentive to want to win and build a right roster instead of
Give the champion.
First round.
For
The first pick
real,
overall.
bro. That's kind of crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Cups would throw his fucking laptop if the Kansas City Chiefs drafted
But
Travis
think about
Hunter.
that. But think about this though. Think about it though. If the winner of the Super Bowl gets the first round pick versus the team who sucks the most get the, because most of the time niggas still don't pick the right player with the first round pick anyway.
How do you feel about the NBA draft lottery then?
I feel like it's bullshit too. Like I feel like the whole process of it, like they should do it where it's like it's set up for it helps the players, you know what I'm saying, give them a chance, but also it don't make it feel like, because tanking is real. Like think about that. People like teams really tank, and to avoid niggas to tank, bro, I would flip it. Because you ain't no way you're gonna tank for the last pick of the draft.
With the lottery, with the NBA draft lottery, like I think there's some stuff going on behind the scenes. But with the NBA draft lottery, at least I can't guarantee that I'm gonna get the number 1 draft pick. Like Portland sat Dame last year for the last 10 games of the regular season or whatever. They ended up at like number 7. Dallas, they pulled Luka and Kyrie out the last couple of games of the season. They ended up at number 12. So even though you're tanking, and even though we don't like tanking, you're not necessarily getting in line for Embiid or, whoever the top pick is that year. With the NFL, you can do that. So that's why they probably need something in place, because you can be like, hey, you know what? Shedeur coming out this year.
I'm taking
3 and 14 it is.
You can sign somebody off the street literally, and you could be like, yo, like let me pick up a Jim Sorgi, a Curtis Painter. Like we're talking about people that you could just throw at this joint and be like, all right, look, I know we not gonna win no games with you, but I just need you to play your worst ball of your life, like for real.
Bro, niggas in the NFL not rolling over for nobody.
But that's why it makes more sense to flip it, bro.
It's not gonna happen, bro.
Like in my eyes, it makes more sense, because then it's like, all right, for a team who wants to win championships, like that's an extra lottery too. You know what I'm saying? It makes it more like, bro, we gotta go win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like versus saying
that should be to go anyway.
Let me tank, and let me just have the worst record to have the best pick in the draft.
But you remember when Brian Flores and the owner tried to get him to tank?
That's what I'm saying.
Trying to give him some extra money, and that nigga was like, bro, I'm not doing that shit, bro.
I'm not doing that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
Lovie Smith.
It's better to just flip it. You know what I'm saying? That eliminates 60% of the issues we have with the draft.
And I feel like it holds these sorry ass GMs and people that's in charge accountable.
I don't think we have a problem with the NFL draft though.
We do. You know what the problem is? The problem is niggas already know where niggas is going before they even start the draft. Like
that's
niggas be draft. No, bro. We didn't know who was going anywhere in the NBA.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Did you knew where these players was going?
Yes.
Not all of them.
I'm just talking about the number 1 draft pick is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, not all of them.
Okay.
Not all of them. I didn't know where all 62 players were going.
It used to be suspenseful.
It did not.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't. Like there was the 1 year. There was the 1 year where everybody thought Reggie Bush was going to go number 1, but Mario Williams went instead. Most years, I think we know who the number 1 NFL draft pick. Like you knew Caleb Williams was the draft pick before college football even started last year.
And that sucks. That sucks for the league. Like to already be saying like this guy's gonna be playing for this team.
Well, yeah.
You know
if you only care about the number 1 pick, it sucks. But I care about the whole draft. So
exactly.
Even though number 1 might be predictable, like when we did our draft show on Sports Reports Disorder, I said it. I was like, yo, the draft for me starts at number 4. Like, what does the Spurs do? Are they going to take Castle? If they don't take Castle, then everything is going to fall. You know what I mean? But they did take Castle. So I'm like, what's Detroit going to do? Detroit took Ron Holland, and I said, oh, shit, what's going to happen in this draft?
I think we both did that. We both did the same.
Yeah, nobody thought Edie was going to go, like, number 9. You know what I mean? Like, nobody knew the Lakers were going to end up with Dalton Knecht. You know what I'm saying? Most people had Dalton Knecht as like a top 8 prospect.
Top 10. He slid.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, so it's like with that. But like in the NFL, right? The NFL's a little different because in the NBA, most times in the first round, you're just going to draft the best player that, like whoever you deem the best player to be. In the NFL, you draft off a need. That's why it's a little more predictable. So like Tennessee in your division, right? We knew Tennessee was going to take a lineman. You know what I mean? Like we knew
Yeah,
that.
but you don't know which. Like I get that because you'll be like, yeah, like I knew we needed a receiver. I knew we was going to take one. I don't know who technically we're taking, but I know that we're going to end up taking one. True,
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, bro, or just even the first 5 picks, the top 5 picks, bro. I don't want to know that this nigga is already going to be there.
How many of the top 5 in the NFL draft did you nail this year?
I was about to say, I done seen every mock draft I saw had a different top 5. I don't know, bro.
Like
this year,
we knew Caleb Williams.
This year is partly different though, because niggas was expecting like the Giants to trade up. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was expecting the Vikings to trade up, but most
And
people.
that's the thing. I don't think people expected that. I think people wanted that.
Yeah,
and it didn't really.
I don't think they knew. I don't think people literally thought that the Giants were going to come off of Daniel Jones after giving him the contract last year. I think people
we seen Wilder
to do that because they wanted the drama. They wanted the drama and the storyline. But nobody. I don't think people really thought, because you remember I saw mock drafts that had JJ McCarthy going as high as number 3. You know
that feels bullshit.
And he went like 11 or 12. You know what I mean? Like we had the Patriots the day of the draft. Cups was like, I have no idea what we're going to do. I just hope we don't take Drake May. Like New England was literally the first team that everybody was like, are they going to trade their pick?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
thought y'all gonna trade the pick for sure.
So like going up to the draft, we had no idea. Like you didn't know that Buffalo was going to trade with Kansas City and be like, here's another Tyreek Hill for you.
I mean, yeah, in the later end, but in the first 3 picks, bro, niggas was all saying quarterbacks. Like, and then they were saying it could be easily 6 quarterbacks that go in the first round.
But that was because of the teams that were drafting there, though.
That's the need.
If Tennessee had the number 1 draft pick, if Tennessee had the number 1 draft pick, they weren't going to draft Caleb Williams. They were going to trade or
Joe. They probably
right,
took him.
Right. And we would have had drama because we would have been like, who's going to trade with Tennessee to get that top pick? Now you got a Caleb Williams sweepstakes.
But you knew the Bears was never going to trade out of that first round, that first pick.
I know. That's
only until they cut Justin Fields. We didn't know that before.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it just depends on the team, because NFL teams draft off a need mostly, you know. So like, yeah, like if New England had the number 1 draft pick, they were probably going to take Caleb Williams too. Washington, we're probably going to take Caleb Williams too. If Cincinnati had the number 1 draft pick, they're not taking Caleb Williams. You know what I mean? So it just depends on who has that pick. But then, like, I mean, who knew that Carolina?
I said the incentive is for like I said, if Josh Allen was to get hurt and he was to come back at the end of the year like Kyler Murray did, or if Kyler Murray or in his example, how many games did he win coming off an injury, and when did he come back? How many weeks did he play? He could have the incentive to be like, all right, we mathematically eliminated. Now, if I play my ass off, if I can get us these last couple wins, we can get a top 5 pick. And if we don't, either we gonna get Marvin Harrison like we did, or we gonna trade that jump.
And if I was the Cardinals, I would have said, Kyler, go sit your ass down next to Lethal. Like, you know what I mean? Huh?
If you win the game? Oh, you talking about like without the draft points?
No, I'm just saying, like, as it was, the way that it played out this year, Kyler Murray wouldn't have seen a snap on my team.
It's not the top 4 pick though.
I know, you know, but I still wouldn't have played him. That's too much risk, man. You're my future. You're my future. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it's in my eyes, like, I feel it though. Like, I would like to see a team that we don't expect, that, you know what I'm saying, based off even off their season, like they could be having like a 8-8 season, 9-7 season, but they got the first round, they got the first pick in the draft. Like, that would be something I'd be like, all right, because I'm curious to know, like.
No, I think you would like that until somebody you like. I think you would be okay with that until Jacksonville got the top pick.
I mean, but
You would hate that shit.
we seen what they done with the top pick.
No, but I'm talking about like a 8-8 Jacksonville or like a 9-8
I mean, still
Jacksonville.
though, it doesn't. But it don't matter.
People would be pissed.
I mean, as a fan, I don't know, because after watching what Chris Ballard has done over these years, I'm pretty satisfied with what we do in the draft.
You know damn well if the Texans got the first round draft pick after this season,
you'd
have been pissed.
It don't matter. For what though? For what though? For what?
Because you know why? Because everything sounds good in theory until it applies to you. Like all these people that think that we don't got a gun problem, they gonna change their mind when their kid's school gets shot up.
I mean, I feel you on that. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it's like, shit. Like, I still because then I could be sitting here like we could be like we can go 9-7. You know what I'm saying? I could be sitting here saying, bro, we a safety away, bro. We a safety away type shit. You know what I'm saying? And we end up with the first round pick. I'm like, hey, let's get it. I'll be hyped as a bitch. Give me the best safety on the board.
Yeah, or what Residente said exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no fun when the rabbit got the gun, right? You know what I'm saying? But imagine like a team like the Cowboys, you know what I'm saying, going like 12-4 or something and having the first pick of the draft. Like that would be bananas.
That would be crazy.
You know what I mean? So like with the NBA though, like I said, like at least there's something in place where I can't guarantee that even if you have the worst, so if you have the worst record, obviously you get the ping pong balls or whatever. So you have the probability to get the first draft pick, but it's not a guarantee that you're going to get that first draft pick. You know what I mean? Like, but I do think the NBA draft is some level of dishonest. You know what I mean? Like what are the chances that, you know, LeBron leaves Cleveland and Cleveland gets 2 out of the next 3 number 1 draft picks? You know, the New Orleans, when the NBA owned them, got the number 1 draft pick. You know, New Orleans got the number 1 draft pick in the Zion draft after Anthony Davis left. So, I mean, I do believe that there is some tomfoolery going on in the back.
You know, as always is.
You know what I mean? Patrick Ewing to the Knicks. You know what I mean? Like, there's some
Shaq to Orlando. Shaq admitted
it needs to be something where the draft is not look like because like I said with the NFL draft, I feel like it needs tweaking. Like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it definitely needs some tweaking. And then the NBA draft, I mean, shit, bro. I just wish we had more coverage coming out on these on the young guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like they don't give us enough coverage. Like the NFL give us a lot of coverage on the prospects.
You know why?
He's in the draft and stuff. So it's like I feel like the NBA should do that more.
They can't.
Is it too many? Because too many kids.
Ain't no access.
These kids don't stay in school.
Nope.
Like that's the thing about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, right? If like last year would have just came and gone, like they would still be popular. But we got it back-to-back years.
Mm-hmm.
So we built like a bond. Like you had your side. You know what I'm saying? Black people over here, white people over here. You know what I'm saying? Like you had it was Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? All over again. You know what I mean? Whereas like in the NFL, they have to stay in school for 3 years. So we're watching these dudes. Like, you know what I mean? Like even for Shedeur, he went to Jackson State. We were watching Jackson State. You know what I mean? So, like, by the time Shedeur gets to the NFL, we know Shedeur the way that we know NFL players. We know his stats. We know his touchdown to interception ratio and all that stuff like that. Whereas, like, in college basketball, on the other hand, once the NBA set up this rule, the one and done and all that kind of stuff like that, these dudes weren't incentivized to get better. So you had your players like your John Walls, your Anthony Davises, and people, Jahlil Okafors, people like that came through. But at the same time, for every one of them, you know what I'm saying?
Man, it's a million
that we don't know right now. Like even Dalton Connect, you know, he went to Tennessee, but he went to Northern Colorado first, and then he went to a JUCO before that. So literally, even though like he was like 2nd or 3rd in Player of the Year voting this year, this was the only year we saw Dalton Connect. So there was no bond. There was no like oh, he had Tennessee on the brink, and now Tennessee's getting to the Elite Eight or like whatever.
Getting over the hump.
Yeah, whereas with Zach Edey, saying he won the Wooden back-to-back years as the best player in college basketball, but people were like, yo, he's 23? Like, ooh, like he's old. Like, so they're looking for these 19-year-olds that they could bring to the NBA. Maybe they could shoot a little bit. And now, potentially, I'm getting 12 years out of you versus like a Zach Edey, am I getting 7 or 8 years out of you?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't even think it'll be like 23 is still young. Even in basketball.
It is, but at 23, you're close to your peak. You know what I mean? Like your prime is probably 3 years away from this moment. Whereas if you're 19, I got you young and I can pay you dirt cheap.
Like Giannis.
You know what I'm saying? And I got you for what? I think it's 7 years basically.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I got you for 7 years. They had LeBron at 18 for 7 years versus if LeBron would have came in the league at 22. And then by the time that 7 years is up, he's 29.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the players that did like go through college for at least 2 to 3 years, then come to the league and still
that's why teams like the Miami Heat are good, because they get experienced dudes that might not have been superstars in college, but these are basketball players. They know how to play the game of basketball. They understand boxing out. They understand how important moving with your feet is and not your hands. Whereas like a lot of these 19-year-olds, you're picking up these AAU kids that everybody's been kissing their ass all their life, and you can't coach them. They know more than you. And if you piss them off, you out of a job. You know what I mean? So that's where you had your, just like when we go back and look at high school, right? Before the one and done, you had Kobe, you had Kevin Garnett, right? And to a lesser degree, T-Mac, because T-Mac didn't become T-Mac till a little bit later. He didn't just come in and set the league on fire. But guess what? There's a Corleo Young out there too.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody remembers him. There's Kwame Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Who had a good career, being that like he stuck around the league and all that. But, he obviously didn't do what Michael Olowokandi.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he didn't come out of high school, but, but you had these people that we remember Kobe and we remember Garnett because they were legends. But there's a whole long list of kids that Jonathan Bender.
Mm-hmm. Jonathan Bender.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Al Harrington.
You had these guys, you know what I mean? And now we look in the NBA now, like I talked about Jared McCain. I like him out of Duke. You know what I mean? I still think he could have went back another year. But then you got Filipowski, who did go back another year, and all it did was tank him. He would have been a top 10 pick last year.
Easy top 10 last year.
He went the second round this year. You know what I mean? So that's where like these rules are just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's tough.
Fellas, we appreciate it so much, man. Goddamn, we done reached that 1 hour and a half mark. I'm about to get out of here so I can hit this motherfucking stove before it closes at 9 o'clock. Oh, we just got somebody in here. Well, if y'all trying to Mac,
there's people waiting on you.
Yeah, y'all can go ahead. Yeah, y'all can go ahead, Mac. And we'll be right back. We about to hit this stove before it closes.
All right, word.
Yeah.
Y'all hold it down. Hold the box down.
But that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these kids that need to go back to school don't go back to school because they get told they're going to be a top 10 draft pick.
I don't know.
Sometimes they fall 25.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But at that point, you're like, hey, I got drafted.
Yeah.
Keep going at us. Let the cops
I think who was like? I think Cam Reddish was like that. Like they were told they're going to be top 5 picks, and then they get here and they
shooter that can't shoot.
You know, what I'm saying? So it's like
right on time.
A lot of these guys see that literally get into that mix, man. It's like they're getting bad advice. Somebody's giving them bad advice, and you can look at them and see
I
like,
heard
nigga,
somebody compare Cam Reddish to T-Mac.
Yeah, that's insane. Like you can watch the game and see he's not that.
Cam has not created a shot in his life.
Never, dog. All catch and shoot, and like you said, the shooter that can't shoot.
All right,
They
but
can't
hey,
shoot.
since we back, I know Residente say he don't know nobody, but like outside of Bronny,
Who are these niggas?
Dog, such a great segment.
outside of LeBron James Jr., is there anybody that you all are looking forward to seeing in summer league?
I want to see this number one overall draft pick. I still don't know his name.
Zachary Richardson.
Richardson.
Right. I want to see him. That's what I want to see. I want to see him play. I want to see, because I actually saw a YouTube clip today that when Bronny actually played Risha Shar in international play, and Bronny had 7 points, Risha Shar had 4. So
wow,
I'm trying to find out.
Wow,
I really need to understand.
My guy Sar.
I'm trying to see Sar. That's
I want to see all of the top 10 picks, bro. Like for all of this talk, like about the 55th pick, I want to hear something about these top 10 picks, bro.
So
I want to see them play.
Are there any of these guys that you think teams won't play?
No, because LA is not going to play in all of the summer leagues. They only play in certain ones. Mm-hmm. So they're going to be in Vegas and they'll be in Utah, but they're not going to do Orlando. Mm-hmm. So I think we're going to see all the guys.
So like you think we'll see like Zach Edey, we'll see Klingon?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, if it's a limited time, too. He can hoop.
Yeah, because I think Wemby only played like 2 games, maybe 2-3 summer league games last year, and then they
pulled him down just to make sure shut him down early. I mean, he already proved like, bro, I'm really that dude. So
they wasn't gonna win the championship. And like Mike just said, like when Wemby was coming and playing against the G League and Ignite teams and all of that, that was already a movie. Like they already know what he's gonna do there.
You already see what he's gonna do. That's easy work.
Yeah. These other guys, we don't got that on them. There's nobody in this draft that I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna light it up.
Yeah, and then I'm also disappointed that you didn't say Khalil Ware. Being that he's the Miami Heat's first round draft pick.
And he can hoop.
Bruh, I have no idea.
He can hoop, man. I'm telling you.
Is that the guy is that the guy whose leg fell apart at the NCAA tournament a few years ago at Louisville?
No, that was Kevin Ware. Kevin Ware.
Okay. See, it's a K Ware. I was close.
No, I think he's one of those dudes that this is the Miami Heat, right? Like, I got questions about him. I'm not that impressed with him, but being in Miami, he's coming to Miami. They're gonna
Heat culture.
They will elevate
him that a lot of other teams can't get.
I think he might be a little better than Obi Toppin. That's kind of the role I see him in.
Yeah. So will I wake up tomorrow morning with DeMar DeRozan in Sacramento?
I don't know, bro. I don't think so. Why would he do that?
Well, that's the team that's working the sign and trade.
The sign and trade. He ain't really got to say so.
So what I've noticed about these teams is like they're not interested in long-term friends this year. Like usually they do like the buddy deals, like but they're like literally like, no, we're not going to help anybody else win. We are only sending you to teams that are going to suck. Like that's
I like that.
We off the favor for favor kind of thing.
Like, I mean, at the end of the day, like for the most part, like it depends on who you are, right? Like Paul George walking into my office talking about send me to Golden State, you can go fuck off.
Yeah, get the fuck off.
Yeah, and my man actually made a really
hell no.
A dude, I forgot who it was, but he made a really good point. I want to say maybe Shams or one of them, but he was like, if you look at what Paul George did in no, son, he's not the GOAT. If you look at what he did in LA, like what did he do in LA that should make them feel like they should do him a favor like that?
Right.
Like he wasn't a lifelong Clipper.
Yeah, who just needs a. Why wanted you?
And he said he wanted to be there for life. And look what they gave.
And they gave up a lot to get him. They gave up a lot to get him.
I'm
not doing you no favors.
And Shai Gilgeous.
So like when Kyrie,
they just kept Shai.
Yeah, that's it.
So I know everybody made the big stink about Brooklyn not trading Kyrie to LA a few years ago, and I know that was some pettiness involved there, but it was just like we ain't got to argue and belabor it, but it's like you offended your owner. he not trying to hear nothing you got to say.
Facts.
Like,
That's a fact.
Yeah.
like I know everybody's like, yo, they just hating on LeBron. They trying to keep LeBron from winning.
No, that's
And
real.
it's like, no, bro. Like you literally offended the dude that signs your checks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's true.
So where does Brandon Ingram end up?
You know what I'd like to see? Brandon Ingram come to Miami. I'd
like
like to
that.
see that.
I like that.
Okay.
I like Brandon Ingram in Heat culture. We'd be able
Does
to
Jimmy stay?
we would get the most out of him. If we get Brandon Ingram, he'd stay. I think if we got Brandon Ingram, he definitely would stay because he'd be like, oh, there's a real, because he's not a free agent.
No, he's not
No.
a free agent.
Yeah, I'm just trying
No,
to
there were
Looking in front of you for you, rack
around
up.
the league trying to check the temperature to see if he wanted to be traded, but it sounds like Jimmy has let everybody know that he wants to stay put.
Yeah.
So Jimmy is staying in Miami.
That's the latest I heard. You
Okay.
know, is that was the word? Like team sent feelers out, and it sounds like he's not interested at this time. Because I know Philly, because allegedly he was Philly's plan for Paul George.
Yeah, he was. I thought that was kind of weird. The offseason little chemistry, little tweets back at each other.
And then Tobias Harris is the most unserious basketball player in the league.
Yeah,
he
got paid again though.
He would.
His agent, bro. Who was his agent? I need his agent immediately.
Daniel Jones' agent, probably.
Probably. Man.
I don't take anybody serious that wants to play basketball in Detroit.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody seriously
kept
wants
his
to
home
play
in Detroit too. That's probably why he went back. Like, got that home out there still.
Indulge me
smooth
for a
transition.
second.
Wow.
Indulge me for a second. I've been wanting to ask this question. So I know the Pistons are one of the NBA franchises, like they won the championships in the 80s and everything. They're like one of the franchises. Like, would you be opposed to moving the Pistons out of Detroit?
I would not be opposed to moving the Pistons to the G League.
Damn, to the G League. I think they fucked up when they went back to that whack ass logo.
That's one of my teams, bro. That's one of my four.
Oh Lord,
that's one of my four, bro.
They need to bring back those Grant Hill jerseys, like the teal joint.
Yeah, with the horse.
Yeah,
get rid of all that shit they doing right now. That shit looks bad.
Nah, I was thinking
the
about
teal ones with the horse was Grant Hill.
Because I know,
those, I'm saying that's one of the ones they got now. Those ones are terrible.
Yeah.
Well, I know Rez keeps talking about this whole the NBA need to contract and and all that kind of stuff like that.
Get rid of them.
So I'm like, yo, Pelicans and Pistons hit the chopping block.
Yeah, especially Pelicans. Yeah, they can get the fuck out of here.
Make them play for it, bro. Make them play for it. Like if your record is like if you have an X amount of years that you don't you can't put together a win, bye. And then you got to earn your way back in, and then have rules for bringing teams in. Like they got to perform at a certain level and on a minor league level.
Real talk.
No. What are you here for? Like what are the Pistons? The Pistons literally bring in because of shared revenue. Like they bring in 1/30 of whatever the NBA makes in profit every year.
Mm-hmm. They probably can find
that's crazy.
They so terrible.
They haven't put a winning.
They so terrible. They got Little Caesars as their sponsor.
Oh man!
And I'm so disappointed in Cade Cunningham. I was like, dog, Cade, go somewhere and play, dog. Go somewhere and be a baller.
He resigned too.
If you have talent, this has got to kill you.
No,
this has got to kill you.
Move right, you resign, and then a year later you ask for a trade.
After the trade, you're right.
Because your team.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely.
Yeah, because your current team can pay you the most. And they can add on the 5th year.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the Melo move. But now any team that they trade you to have to give up a whole bunch just to get rid of you.
Right.
So just like Melo, that could have been if Melo left and went to the Knicks the year that he re-signed, as opposed to waiting the next year and asking them to give him up, they would have had a championship level team.
So being that
every championship piece they had to give up to get Melo.
Yeah.
So being that we pretty much know expansion is coming, and we pretty much know that it's Seattle and Vegas. Mm-hmm. If you did have to expand, what city would you choose to expand to?
Vegas, no brainer.
Or let me rephrase. Not including Seattle and Vegas.
I'm about to say, those two are no brainers.
What city would you choose as an expansion city?
I'm going back to Vancouver. Fuck.
Nah.
I don't think it works.
Staying away from Canada.
I
No.
don't
Staying away
think
from
it works.
Canada.
Yeah, keep the family safe, bro.
Yeah, we gotta keep the family away, bro.
Y'all gonna be throwing shots now. All right. Get this shit sparked up again, damn it.
St. Louis.
I was thinking Kansas City.
I can see Kansas City. I like St. Louis too, actually.
I like St. Louis because they're the original Jazz, and give them back their name.
Could the NBA work in Pittsburgh?
Mm.
Just
You
for
think
the
you have another
sports
Detroit?
town?
Yeah, I
Another
think Pittsburgh,
Detroit.
another Detroit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
Richmond.
Ha
Get
Now
Richmond
you're
a
onto
team.
something.
Give
Now
Richmond
you're
a
onto
team.
something. Richmond,
There you
California?
go.
Nah,
Give Richmond a team, bro.
I wish we did have a team, man. We get 14.
I know you do. I know you should not bring a team. I'll tell you that.
Where's that?
Don't enter South Carolina. Don't even look at South Carolina.
I was going to get to that.
South
Don't
Carolina
even look
football
at it.
team.
So
Come
I
on
read
now.
Bill Barnwell's article about his city draft of NFL expansion. So if you could put an NFL team anywhere, where would you put an NFL team?
So I mean, just like I also think I think the NFL's at a good number right now. I really would not add any teams.
Yeah, I wouldn't add anybody in the NFL either.
I wouldn't add anybody. But if I was, give St. Louis. I want the place that lost teams to get their teams back, bro. I want
Yeah,
St.
definitely
Louis.
St. Louis. They deserve a team for sure.
Nah, St. Louis done failed too many times, man. Like, how many times you got to go bankrupt?
Why do they keep
No,
failing?
but they didn't fail in the front office. I mean, they didn't fail on the field. They failed in the front office.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
But it wasn't just the Rams though. They had teams before that.
Bro, but they were winners, bro.
Man, go back to Oakland. Let's go.
I don't know. Everybody.
Nah. What you just said, like St. Louis absolutely flies in Oakland. Absolutely flies, and they don't even want to pay for a stadium or nothing. Like, nah.
Yeah, without being biased, and
San Antonio.
Yeah, you should have your jersey on.
I got your back.
By the way,
A word.
You know what I'm saying? Like I messed up and had it shipped here by mistake, so I had to. But yeah, San Antonio. I mean, it's the biggest city in the U.S. without a team.
Yeah, I think San Antonio. Like driving around San Antonio, they could absolutely support a team. I like San Antonio for an NFL team.
Yeah, it has its own identity. I mean,
yeah.
Of course, you get into the territorial rights thing. Jerry Jones would never let that happen.
Now, would The Rock be able to buy that team? Is the question. Would The Rock be able to bring his Brahmas to the NFL?
That'd be fire, though.
I mean, I hope so. Just so they can get some upgraded uniforms.
Yeah, I think they can do that.
They out here looking like a pair of shoes at Ross. You know, so I don't know. Like, I mean, there's San Antonio. There's trying to think of another city. Like, I did this yesterday.
Could Oklahoma do a NFL team? Like Oklahoma
I thought about that. I thought about Oklahoma City. I thought about Omaha. You know, shout out to Bud Crawford. You know what I mean?
Nebraska.
But I settled on Salt Lake City. You know, they're about to get the hockey team now.
They're
far enough away from Colorado. They got the passionate rabbit people.
Yeah, no, but we don't need the racists.
The Mormons.
They
got the Mormons.
We don't need the racists, you said?
We don't need the racists showing up at NFL games like
as
they,
long
like
as
they do
Boston
at the NBA
exists, anybody can get in.
The crazy thing is like the NBA, like the NBA is literally like 87% black people, and they still show up like shocked that black people are on the court. Like,
yeah, that shit be wild. Yeah. Get off the court, nigga! Like,
where's Kyle?
Fam? Like,
where's Kyle?
It's all of us.
Every time I come to Utah, it's this shit. Every time.
Hey, you know you got beef when the fans walk up in the arena with a Jason Capono jersey.
That shit is crazy, man.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Any white player will do.
I just be like, you're like, there's no way you can like literally walk around like that every day with this man every day.
All right, so quick temperature check. You know what I'm saying? We watching Shakur Stevenson tomorrow?
Yep. I you know what? To that point, yes, I'm watching, and I actually want to give like boxing, like a major shout out. Like they are putting together fights, man. Like we went a long time. That Floyd era was a dud. Like all fights were duds, and I would even say, including the Floyd fights, they were big deals, but they were duds as fights. Like we are getting actual fights. Like people are lining up to fight each other. Like the good fighters are fighting. Like we've had like a string of a few months. Like all of the top level fighters have been fighting,
Right.
and we haven't seen that in a long time. And there's way
Long,
more. There's more like well known fighters now than there have been in probably the mid '90s.
So, am I ever going to see Terrence Crawford and Canelo?
I don't know.
Am I ever going to get it? You know, and then you got Anthony Joshua fighting in September.
Who was he fighting?
He is fighting Daniel Dubois.
I don't think I know
But then Christmas week, we got the rematch. Tyson Fury and Usyk.
Oh shit! I feel like Fury.
Yo, that was a great fight. I love that fight.
Yeah, it was a good fight though. I rewatched it. I was like, man, my man got robbed, yo. For real.
Oh, you think Fury got robbed?
Yeah.
That's what you. Oh, I thought Usyk won pretty convincingly. Like I think Fury had the middle rounds for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I feel like he made a furious comeback. No pun intended. But.
Yeah. Usyk got off to a slow start. He definitely did, and I think that when you look at the part of the fight that Tyson Fury was winning, he looked more dominant than the part of the fight where Usyk was winning.
Yeah, and then like he just laid down. I don't know what happened.
But I think the ref also saved Fury at one point too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm here for Shakur Stevenson. I need to get to a point where we get Shakur and Tank, or we get.
Do anybody want to fight Tank though? Man,
I don't know.
Nobody at 135.
Oh, that last jump, bro. I'm not a big Tank fan, but I think I became a big. Sorry, hold on. Say this. I wasn't really a Tank fan, but I think I became a fan of his by watching this last fight. I was like,
the way he fought that fight,
bro. Technical.
I want to support Tank.
Surgical.
I want to support Tank. You know what I mean? He's from my city, so I want to support Tank.
Yeah.
But I feel like he went to the Mayweather school of how to pick your opponents.
Oh, sure. Oh, big time.
Well,
I think is the guy I'm gonna try to make sure I avoid him for a couple of years, and then I'm gonna fight him.
I think once he decides to move up in weight class, we're gonna start seeing a lot more like fights from him. Because I mean, honestly, we can say that it's him not fighting people, but it's also people not fighting him. Because you know what I mean? Like I think he's probably, because I've heard him saying that he wants to fight a lot of people, but who he actually see him sit down and ink something with. He hasn't inked with the guys that we want to see him with. But like you said, you said that the Monster is a level below him, is a class below him, and then the other guys are all above him, and they're not going to lose weight to come fight him, so he's not to gain weight to go fight them.
Well, he always makes people do the rehydration and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So like,
Gibson.
I wonder how much that plays into how dominant he's been as well.
But he has to do it too.
No, I know. But I'm just not an expert enough on boxing to know like
hydration.
On how that affects like what fighter or whatever. But I also think that it could be a Roy Jones thing, right? Where you just say he said, "Y'all got the nerve to say I fight nobody. I just make them
look like nobody."
It could be that. It could be that.
That's one of my favorite songs to this day, dog.
Yeah, that sounded great until Antonio Tarver stepped in the ring.
Yo, Roy Jones proved to me how illiterate he was the first time I heard that song. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all must have forgot.
That man said I took titles from boxers who was champs already, and I'm like, who else you supposed to take the title from, bro?
It's the only people you can take titles from who have them.
He was from the ref, bro? Yeah, for real, exactly. That don't even make sense.
Where's Errol Spence at? Don't he got something coming up soon?
Yeah, I must have forgot.
Man.
Errol Spence is fighting.
Roy.
Errol Spence did just sign something.
Yeah, I think that's coming up soon. I think it's really soon.
Errol, Devin Haney got a fight coming.
No, Haney said he's taking a year off.
I thought Haney inked the fight. I thought I just saw someone say he inked the fight.
Oh, maybe I missed that because I know I saw when Garcia first got suspended. He said he was
Just
going to take a year off and fight
Put it on the
Garcia when
seat.
Garcia came back.
Put it on the seat.
Because I know he got to go to court, don't he?
Garcia.
No, Haney. He said he's suing.
Oh, he's suing. Yeah,
Yeah, he gonna win too.
he is such a sucker.
For real. No, that shit is crazy.
Dude said he wants them to erase all the footage of the fight off the internet.
Am I gonna get? I gotta get a.
That's
Bud,
disgusting.
I gotta get a Bud and Spence rematch at some point, right?
I think so. I don't think I want to see
That
it,
is
but I think so.
disgusting.
Well, I think they're gonna fight at a different
What
weight.
class is Bud in?
You know, he's
Class is 147, right?
let's see.
Your pocketbook
But Bud's
is
fully
under there
moving up
on
to
the
fight
chain.
Canelo.
He is
Move the bar.
yeah, he's a welterweight right now.
Welterweight, wow.
Yeah, him
But
and
he's a middleweight
both
first.
welterweights right now.
Just try to help.
So yeah, but I don't know. You know. So Mike, what you think of that Not Like Us video?
See, that shit was whack as fuck.
You see Whitney getting it in. You see Whitney getting it in. That was the best part of the video.
Since when we've seen this nigga Kendrick dance that, I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
He's happy,
must
man.
have- He wants to have like a trainer.
I can't dance.
He ain't
Yo.
never walked a day in his fucking life.
Yo, in that video, that was
Actually,
the
no. If you watch the Mr. Morale tour, he actually danced a lot on the Mr. Morale tour concert.
Oh, okay.
Nah, like that was the most intimidating I ever saw DeMar DeRozan look in that video.
Yeah, that was weird. That was odd.
Yeah, I'm like, he would have switched
This
his
is a one-way
sides too.
street.
Switch his sides like a fool.
Yeah, you
Oh,
know,
it's all
like,
good, though. Again, I've seen this numerous times before. Like, put the C got the best of Drake, but then shit doesn't stop. Like Drake don't stop. So
Well,
again, like time,
yeah.
like, I say this all the time. Like time is my best asset. So like it's niggas I done had tips with where I just don't stop winning. Like May said it best. Losing is not in the cards for me. So it don't really matter if I take a little chink in the armor or okay.
Nah,
I'm
he
gonna
ain't
keep
take
up.
no fucking chink in the armor. You know what I'm
What think
saying?
happened?
That motherfucker lost his shoulder.
No, what I'll tell you is
Not at
this:
all.
every other time
Not
we've
at
seen
all.
Drake, other time we've seen Drake do something like this, he's always been able to bounce right back with a hit. What I've noticed that's much different than in previous situations is Drake has released 4 songs since then.
But they're not Drake
Yeah.
songs though.
I know.
Those are favorite songs.
And then after I called
Duh.
them, and then after the man get called a
But Drake
colonizer,
just
he
being
gonna
on-
go jump on the song with the racist girl.
Yeah, like no, but as soon like those songs aren't Drake songs, but Drake hopping on a song is usually an event. Like usually it's like, yo, everybody run to the song, Drake's on it.
But
That's why the
but who
Camila
are those
Cabello
artists,
like
though?
rollout had 2 Drake songs on it.
Now what I'm saying,
Camila
I
Cabello,
think
she's
she's
a
a
big artist.
she's a racist
She was
ass
the
big
girl from Fifth
artist.
Harmony.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
she was from
shit.
Fifth Harmony.
I
Yeah,
don't know the fuck that is.
Camila
I think
Cabello
I want to say
and
one of those
Normani.
songs. I want to say one of those songs was basically a Drake solo too.
Lights on. The car lights in the front.
Yeah, one song was a Drake, huh?
Are the car lights on?
Yeah.
Yeah, Carly
It
song.
doesn't look like
I mean, I don't
No,
really care about
it's
sales. You know, I leave that
I don't
to
care about
y'all.
that shit.
But like you always bringing it up.
What? No. What I'm saying is
Drake
I feel
fan?
like-
Drake fan?
no, what I'm saying
You
is
and Adam.
that when it's Drake season, when it's OVO season, we know what the fuck going on what time it is. Then holler at me.
dude.
Why is Baca around?
He's got a weird case.
I don't know who these people are. I've never even seen these niggas that Kendrick is talking about.
Yo, that's still the wildest thing,
I
bro.
know who Baca
Like
is, and I don't even
I'm
listen to
just
rap
saying,
music
though,
like
who,
that no
but
more.
who is these niggas though? Like,
They
he's
is
one of
right-hand
Drake's.
man.
He's one of Drake's homeboys.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
like,
The crazy
like
thing is-
right-hand-
okay.
like if you was beefing with
So
Drake
it's
right
Grizzly by
now,
association?
if you was beefing with Drake right now, Baca would be the one to punch you.
Okay.
Dog.
know,
So the crazy thing about Not Like
You
Us,
still
right?
having Rick
is-
Ross, right? So you Kendrick, they gonna run into Kendrick.
That was just random ass
eventually.
fans though. That wasn't OVO.
Dog,
I
that
know,
wasn't
that's what I'm
OVO.
saying,
Though.
though.
That was a
That's
random.
all I'm saying though. I keep trying to.
Dog.
That's why I tell you. Like, it gets
But you
to a
know the
point where
difference, though?
Kendrick, I'm gonna run into you, my nigga, and we're gonna get this.
But you know what the difference is, though? But you know what the difference is?
You don't hide in the house.
No, you know what the difference is? If that happened, somebody would get shot. if random fans ran up on Kendrick like that, they would get shot.
Agreed. I hope it does not happen. What I'm saying
Like,
is,
no, I hope it doesn't happen.
I want
Me too.
Drake and
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Kendrick
that's not a good
being the same
idea.
Right.
I want just like Chris Brown. Again, you remember Chris Brown and Drake? When I see you, nigga, all that shit you was talking, I want you to do that shit.
Yeah.
No, but
All
you're
that-
all
talking
that.
about,
Yeah.
you talking about switching sides. What YG doing?
YG didn't switch. That's the thing. But that was the thing. They didn't. YG didn't switch sides. What happened was Drake tried to play people on Kendrick's side against Kendrick, and they would all came out like, "Nah, we don't rock with you like that."
Yeah, there are. It's the West. Like
Yeah,
is
like
it
nah, like
confused?
that's like if somebody on another podcast was like, "Yo, you know who don't rock with Rez? 2-5. You know who don't rock with Rez? Dallas Mike." And then all that was like,
nigga be like,
was like, no, like
you know,
that's
the hot box.
that's
Like,
like
yo,
dog.
Rez, how your family doing? What 2-5 doing?
No, they would like you know what I mean? Like and that's sort of like the miscalculations of Drake. But I just want to go back to like when I first heard Not Like Us, I remember thinking to myself, this song is not lyrically Kendrick's best song at all.
It's not.
Like at all. But
it didn't have to be.
Doug, there are so many one-liners in that song. That song is like the Temptations movie.
No, I was done as soon as he said, "I pass off on the body like John Stockton." I was done.
Doug,
Right there.
no, Doug, there's so many one-liners. Like the whole song is a bunch of like if you were just playing dozens, like this is Kendrick Lamar sitting and playing dozens with Drake.
It is. It is.
I'm gonna one line, like ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Don't you
Kenny,
say
It's all
when I
over that,
see
bro.
you, nigga.
Don't you say what I think you're about to say.
Kenny, when I see you, nigga, you got to live all that shit you were saying in that song.
Dog.
All them one-liners, you got to live all that shit.
Dog, hey, bro. I don't, and you know what? You know
That's
another
like that
thing.
for me.
I don't think Drake want to see that either, though. That's serious.
Nah, I think Drake will watch the floor, Kenny, for sure. I don't think Kenny can fight.
No.
Oh, no,
Do you,
I saw
do you
some
remember what happened when
boxing
Drake
videos.
saw? Do you remember what happened when Drake saw Diddy in person?
Well, Diddy a different. We know Diddy a
Do
different.
you remember what happened when he saw
He
Diddy
got
in person?
slapped. He got slapped.
Okay,
Again,
all right.
okay, we know for a fact at that time frame, if Drake would have slapped Diddy, what would have happened?
Nah, Drake needs to
That's-
go see Pluto first.
Cherry Christian was
It's
happening.
questionable that Puff had Tupac and Biggie killed. So like,
He need to go see Pluto first.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I mean,
don't understand the future shit. I don't understand that. Like, I feel like we never got clarity on the future shit. Like,
It was a
was it guilty
girl.
by association? Was it just
It had to be a
okay,
girl. It had to be
we
a
just
girl.
don't like
It
you
had
with
to
the
be a girl.
girls? I'm not.
Drake
fighting
plays
with
too
No.
many games with people's girls, man.
How you going to diss me? How you going to diss me and be like, nobody cares about you, but you married the girl that I was out here crying over, and I'm supposed to feel bad about that?
tough.
Yeah.
What? No. If you listen to what Drake said, he actually said, "You're taking care of my child. I want you to think. I want you to look back at who was she messing with then, and look at the age of your child." That's what he said.
Yeah, but that's fine until you was crying all over the place for like a year.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but that's
You
that's
want
the
her back.
flagrant stuff. But that's the flagrant stuff that he does. Like he plays those games way too much. Like even with the Whitney thing.
Hey, I let
Like
it read like Virginia Williams.
yeah,
No.
like he don't learn from that, bro. You can't like if you came in a song and mentioned Toya, it's up, bro.
It's up. That's what I'm saying. Like, we ain't gotta talk no more. What are we
Yo,
talking
If you
about?
go on a
that's what I
podcast,
tell people. That's what I
You
tell
go on
people.
a podcast and mention Toya, it's up, bro.
That's what I said. The day that I lost respect, the day that I lost respect for Nasir bin Oludara Jones was when a man told him I left condoms on your baby.
Baby seat.
Yeah, that
You
was
gotta
good.
die after that. Like what?
Yeah, you can't. Nah.
Have to.
Yeah.
It ain't no Sway sitting down discussing the beef and all this shit. As soon as we sat
Yeah.
down and Sway would have cut them cameras on, I would have
Yeah, nah.
snuffed Jay. I'd have knocked the
I'm
hell
about to
out right off
smoke
his
this
head.
camel pack for real.
Yeah, don't call Farrakhan now.
No, please don't call him. No, we gotta handle
Don't call
this
him
man
now.
to man.
Yeah, no,
You know,
we got
all
to
that
fight
shit
it out.
you gotta
As soon
have-
as you said,
like Kevin Gates said, all that shit you was talking, you got to live that shit, all of it. I want to see all.
as soon as you said more in Carmen the second time,
Yep,
I'm on
Get
your
it.
ass.
Get it more. He said, get it more.
more in common.
Yeah, the first time he said it, all right, dog, you being funny right now. But when he
Me
said
and the
it,
dog AI got more in common.
Hey,
Get
what
it
Joe
Involving
Budden
and
said,
rhyming.
More
Get
Joe
it?
Budden said, I will acapella the whole left side of his chest. That's what's happening to Jigga in that moment.
Yeah, seriously.
Dog,
You ain't even Jay no more. You back to Jigga.
dog.
Again, I'm always interested in this. Again, to me, I know Drake as being a war veteran. He's somebody that just had many battles.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see what the next move is.
His next album gotta be fire. But that Wagwan Delilah, bro.
I'm cool,
Come on,
but I feel like that
come
already was
on,
in
bro.
play
I'm
too.
just trying to figure
I
out.
don't care. Kill it.
I'm
Kill
just trying
it.
to figure out why the fuck in the middle of a diss song you talking about had the Delilah with all of my ice, had the Delilah with all of my ice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta steal on you for that too.
No, Delilah is a place
I
in
know
LA.
what Delilah is, but I don't know why you felt the need to do that in the middle of a song when you dissing me.
Because he playing. He don't
Because he didn't take it seriously, and that's what messed him. Like that was another thing. Like, dog, you didn't play this like you were going against somebody who was like who could do something to you. Like you just thought like this was some SoundCloud rapper.
Play
shit. Like
he thought the van shit was gonna work. Bro,
he thought he ended it.
Bro,
he thought he ended it with that.
Nobody even care about that van no more, bro. That's how far removed we are from that time frame.
Hey, Mike, I know I be making fun of Drake, right? But I can't lie when that man said, "Do it with Smoke with Abel hit us with this serenade."
He's like,
that was like the funniest shit in the whole beef, bro.
That was petty. That was dumb petty.
Crazy, though. I'll say this. He killed everybody but Kendrick on that fucking diss record.
He did.
He killed ASAP. He killed Raw.
No, you know what my second favorite part was?
The Weeknd.
My second favorite part was, "You're dead.
You're dead, bro.
You dead.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Remember I said it now. I'm telling you, Triple X was doing the same shit. Triple X was doing all the same crazy shit. And you seen what happened to Triple X.
Are we gonna get something on the new when Drake drops his next album? We gonna get something?
I think so.
He gonna come out with.
I don't think Drake is satisfied with this because you gotta think.
But is he gonna say Kendrick's name or is it gonna be subliminal?
He's gonna sub him. He's not gonna say Kendrick's name.
Come on,
he's not gonna say Kendrick's name.
He gonna double sub him. And for one, he gotta figure out the information on this nigga. That's the thing.
He ain't gonna find that,
like,
bro.
Okay, what can I say about this nigga Kendrick? Like, you gonna have to hire a private investigator or something. Like, you gonna have to follow that nigga.
You gotta get the cheaters photos. You know,
I'm telling you, you gonna have to just make some shit.
What do you think, Cubs?
Unless Drake
AI
come
clip
back
or
with like
something,
a Fuse or at least a Scorpion, bro, it's gonna be over, bro. That's what he's gonna have to eclipse.
What you know? What Drake's gonna do?
We losing you, Resident DJ.
you see, Rez breaking up his stream said, You know what I'm saying? No, I don't think it's over. Like, I think his album might not, his album might not sell the way that it normally sells, but this ain't a Ja Rule situation.
Nah, it's still Drake, dog.
Yeah, this ain't a Ja Rule situation. Like, he's still gonna rock.
Yeah, he definitely.
Even though, like, that's nasty work to get on the song with the racists after we called you a colonizer, though.
Damn. Yeah. That was really tough.
That's the problem. Is that he's tone deaf, bro. Like, people like him are just they've grown so big that like they just think they can do whatever and people gonna accept it.
Yeah, you're right. I 100% agree. Like I said, I haven't really liked any other projects other than I like the all what's it? That's all about the dogs. See, what's the shit called?
All of the dogs.
Yeah, all the dogs. All for the dogs.
dogs.
I don't know. Even the name of that shit sounds stupid as shit to me. But I liked a couple songs in that jump. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, the last project I really got down with was Scorpion. That's it. And because I have every Drake album in my crib on vinyl. Every one of them. You know what I'm saying? That's the only one. Like,
Scorpion is probably the one I like.
Stop buying them shits.
Scorpion is probably the one I like the most, but I've only heard probably 3 or 4 of them.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't for me.
So,
like,
for me as a Drake fan anyway, I feel like he kind of was just putting out goofy shit. Like, even his appearance, like, bro, the shit he did with the clips in the hair and the paint in the fingernails, I'm like, you was a guy. What the fuck are you doing?
But Cups, I know you've been wondering. I am making progress. Last week, I listened to the whole Like That song for the first time.
Wow.
Like, usually I just skip straight to Kendrick's verse and then like.
That's crazy. You said I usually skip. That's crazy.
Yeah,
no,
I go to a minute and 42 seconds.
Wow.
The wife be getting mad at me because the whole rest of the day she be saying stuff to me and I be like, oh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I finally heard Future's verse for the first time, and I was like, yo, this ain't that bad.
Yeah, he set the tone. He set the tone of that jump.
That's hysterical. No, what I was saying, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got you.
So what I was saying is Drake's not going to make a song talking like directly about Kendrick. What he's going to do is make a song talking about the situation, and then he's going to move off it. But he's not going to talk about Kendrick. It's going to be like, yeah, I had to, I had to battle everybody in the world, and now they tried to fake a win.
It's going to be the Jay-Z,
Like-
since I will not lose, they try to help him cheat.
Could be.
Essentially.
I can see that.
Essentially. Yeah, it's gonna be that.
To run that
And it's gonna be fly where he does it. He's gonna sub it.
The 20v1.
Yeah, he tried to run that shit into the ground like he
Yeah.
started off.
He did.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
You gotta literally look at yourself.
No,
like,
but he's gonna do that.
What am I doing wrong?
Yep. He's gonna do that, and then he's gonna be off it. Then he's not gonna mention it no more. Except in like he'll sub Kendrick, but he's not gonna say Kendrick's name. That's dead.
I just want to see what Kendrick gonna do after this. I said it earlier. Like I said, what is Kendrick gonna do after this? Is he gonna go run and hide again?
Album coming in October.
Another hiatus. Okay.
Album coming in October, bro.
I want to see who Drake gonna beef
I
with.
want to hear some music from this nigga for real.
I want to see who Drake gonna beef with next.
When we get back in the box, we gotta make sure we do the next round of over-unders, either for single player stats or who do we say we was gonna do the conferences, the main college conferences?
Yeah, college football.
Yeah, the Power Four. Yeah.
I'm guessing because I don't know shit about college football like that, guys.
But
Yikes.
yeah, because I figure, you know what I mean, or at the very least, maybe make a pick on who's going to play in the conference title game or something, like these two teams or whatever. Like, I don't know, something.
Well, look, give me a joint ahead of time so I can do some research because I'm like, man, I watch Michigan football. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't watch nobody.
Yeah, just look at the bracket for. I mean, you can't look at the bracket. Just look at the rankings. Just top 25 as soon as the top 25. I don't know when the top 25 come out.
I like to go roster, and I would just pull up individuals.
Ready to rock and roll, baby. Ready to rock and roll.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah. See, he turned up already.
He is turned up. That joint got a little what's called on it too.
Hey, college football, my first love, man. Like,
I can dig
you know
it.
what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna tell you why.
That NWO shirt you got on, bro?
Huh?
That's an NWO shirt you got on, bro?
The LWO.
Yeah, that jump fire.
You know what I'm saying? The Latino World Order.
Latino. That's the what's called him jump. What's Lasada?
That's Eddie Guerrero?
That jump?
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero.
Viva la raza.
Yeah, my man, Juventud Guerrero.
Juventud Guerrero. That's what I'm about to say.
Yeah. Conan.
So,
Conan. Yes, sir.
We definitely appreciate y'all, man. We done reached that 2 hour and 12 minute mark in this
12
here
minute,
hot
30-second
spot.
mark.
You know what I'm saying? God dang, I'm trying phone Ralph. This has been Cups in the Game. You already know I had the fan with me. DJ, Dallas Mike, Dakota Mike, Pete up in this motherfucker.
Because we're back on road.
I had one half of Sports Reports as ordered 2-5. Mike Will in the building. What's happening? And the one, the only, El Residente, San Jose, representing in the building.
I'm about to say, what the bear at? You pulled the bear out, man. I was about to be like, yo, you two got to keep it.
I'm about to say, yeah, no,
I didn't bring the bear
I
with
love
me.
it. I love it.
If you
had the bear with you, I'd say, yo, that's different.
This is the Charleston River Dogs minor league team. They did a Day of the Dead style hat for our logo.
Yeah,
this is the Day of the Dead style hat.
That don't say.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite hats.
Look like my little dog that passed.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
And with that being said, y'all can catch the Hot Box every Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Friday, which means we'll catch y'all back in here the day after tomorrow. Same time, same place. Love y'all so much. Smoke with us next time.
Fuck Ryan Garcia.
And
The
fuck
smoke is
Ryan Garcia.
cleared.